deal. I'm glad that Dan leaves it for us. And, of course, Danny G super producing on the phones at 877-99 on Fox. It's a Dan Patrick segmented haul. Segmented extended haul. We're going to start with a hat trick Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Right on.
And then we'll be filling in Friday. So we'll have a glorious Friday with you, Fox Sports Radio Nation. Normally we're on Monday through Friday, 5 to 7 on the East, 2 to 4 on the West. I'm Steve Covino. That is Rich Davis.
But to quote Dan Patrick's buddy, the Sandman.
Oh, yeah.
It's only just begun.
Yes.
We're kicking it off right now. We're going to get to a lot of NFL. There's funny baseball stories. We're going to talk about Disney adults today.
And when you say talk about, you mean talk about.
Yeah. We're going to get to a bunch. Juan Soto. There's a story about him we're going to get to, but
I liked him better when he was Juan So-So. I see.
So we'll get to all that, but I will say it is wild to see football highlights on most of the TVs in the room right now. It's crazy to see how we just switch as a people.
What's the countdown, by the way? For the record, Rich and I just got back from our vacation. We got back late I got back late yesterday, but still the time differences, the anticipation of filling in for DP, hard to sleep. So it was up all night waiting for this moment to say hi to you guys. Speaking of Disney, back from Disney. I got lots to tell you about that.
25 days until the NFL kickoff.
25
days.
I lost track of days, so 25 days now, huh?
Yeah.
Can't wait. Not only excited to be here, excited to announce a brand new YouTube channel for our daily show right on Fox Sports Radio. You can watch us live on YouTube right now. What's up, YouTube world? That's right. We're simulcasting right now on YouTube. Go to youtube.com/Covino and Rich FSR. That's our new page moving forward.
Yeah.
YouTube.com/Covino and Rich FSR for Fox Sports Radio.
Hit that subscribe button. Hey, be the first one. The channel literally just launched. So, brand new channel as we film for DP. YouTube.com/Covino and Rich FSR. And you can see all our videos. Subscribe, do all the nice stuff, and we'll love you for it.
And can I put the emphasis on Covino? Covino.
There you go.
I say Covino, but my dad would say Covino. Just so you don't misspell it. And yeah, subscribe, free, YouTube. It's our brand new channel. And let's get into it, man. Good to be here. I'm fresh off the teacups. I'll tell you all about it. You guys want to hear my favorite rides before we get into it?
No, I want you to say it, because we're going to talk about weird Disney adults later.
Because guess what? It's not Space Mountain no more.
Yeah, things have changed.
It hasn't been in years, but it really isn't. It's like the worst ride. And I'll tell you what, the brand new best ride by far is in Disneyland. But we're going to have a magical day today, so let's get into it.
70-yard field goal by Cam Little. I got to talk about this because as we watch highlights of the preseason.
By the way, and everything's Shedeur Sanders too, man. Like even while I'm at Disney, while I'm on the rides and I'm doing my thing, while I'm on Space Mountain, I'm seeing highlights of Shedeur Sanders. It's going to be the Shedeur Sanders show.
You're twirling
all
around
season
in the teacups. They're like, Shedeur Sanders.
No, seriously.
Shedeur
It's
Sanders.
like, you know how Sports Center and people love to talk about LeBron. Like, he's that guy. He's him when it comes to press and media and for whatever reason. And I just hope he thrives under that sort of spotlight. He's always been in it, but this is the NFL, and there's a whole competition going on with the quarterbacks.
Yeah.
It's insane. I mean, he was scrambling. He did great. It looked good.
So you're saying every year the sports media world, which I guess we're part of, pick a few people and they beat the dead horse, and you're saying that
it's
that horse is Shedeur Sanders?
It'll still be Aaron Rodgers, but not as much because, I mean, you know what? I think it still will be, but it's Shedeur Sanders.
Anyone else?
Because people are dying to see what's going on there.
Any other horses we're gonna beat to death? Aaron Rodgers, Shedeur Sanders. Have you got a little hint of any other player? Maybe the drama in Dallas, like Dallas drama, will always be a storyline.
Yeah, and you saw that fan with the Jamarcus Russell sign for Geno Smith.
Yeah.
So Geno Smith has been in the news this past weekend with flipping the double birds.
I think they'll be your typical ones, but I think we'll be surprised by a couple of fun storylines. So I want to get this out there. It's fun to watch football. I just got back from Vegas. just watching the preseason games at the sports book was really fun. I was actually tempted to place a couple bets. I'm like, no, don't be an idiot. It's the preseason. Games get ended a tie. No one cares. What am I doing? So I resisted, and I lost my money other ways. But
that is true. These games don't matter. This all factors into our Cam Little discussion. They don't matter, but people are trying to make a statement. Example, Shador Sanders.
Of course.
He's not going out there to dilly-dally and go through the motions. He's trying to make a statement. And same with place kickers, same with linemen, same with all the teams. So, yeah, wins and losses don't matter, but we can't say that they're not playing their heart out because a lot of these guys are trying to win a job.
Yeah, another guy who made a statement over the weekend, your boy in New York for the Giants, Jackson Dart.
Dart! You listen, again, he's one of those names that I think the minute Russ shows signs of like, oh, no, like things aren't going great, crowd's going to go nuts for Jackson Dart. So, I'm glad you said that. People are fighting for jobs, but some teams will play their stars, others will not. I did what every other sports fan did, which was, what games didn't I watch? Let me look at the box score. And then half the box score is like, oh, wow, Joe Burrow played. And then you look at another game and be like, oh, that guy didn't play, or this guy played, or that guy didn't play. So we're still in the stage where nothing really matters.
But again,
except
that matters too because Joe Burrow's missed a lot of preseason. So now he's ahead of the game, and maybe we see the results of that.
And then you start looking like, if they're trying new things or practicing schemes, does the box score mean anything? Like your boy, Aiden O'Connell, 2 interceptions in that Raiders tie to the Seahawks. But again, in the preseason, are you looking at, it's like a pitcher in baseball. Sometimes where if a pitcher's in the minor leagues, your team will call him up, and you're like, they're calling this guy up. His ERA is like 5. But they're not worried about they're worried about his stuff. And they're like, oh, they got the stuff. We can work with his stuff.
And these guys are trying to work out their stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, those picks, they don't really matter too much.
So, while that is a long-winded explanation, it's all a setup to me saying that I think Cam Little's 70-yard field goal should be a record no matter what. And I'll explain, because there's a difference between gameplay and a specialized play like a field goal. I know you might say, no, it's all gameplay. There's a line that's rushing. There's an offensive line that's blocking. But to me, if you were to tell me, man, Justin Jefferson, caught for 400 yards in a preseason game, it doesn't mean anything. I get it. It's not a record. But when a field goal kicker kicks a ball through the uprights further than anyone else ever has, I don't think it matters if it's preseason or regular season.
Yeah, but what if it's heavy foot McGirt from some college team? He's just some fat guy who happens to do it. Does that count too because he did it in a competition? I know it's not a game, but it has to be a game. Baltimore's Justin Tucker, if I'm not mistaken, still has the record, right? 66-yarder in Detroit in 2021. Cam Little, 70-yard field goal against the Steelers this past weekend. And people are saying it should count. Rich says it should count. I say absolutely not. I'm sorry. Yeah, we agree to disagree here. The Jags, by the way, lost to the Steelers 31-25.
Again, the score doesn't count, but
it doesn't matter.
The feet, pun intended.
And I understand what you're saying. It's not like it was a particular play, or it's not wins, losses that are mattering. It's just one little moment. It's sort of a skill thing. It's sort of a record being set. 70 yards, therefore it should count. But it's not an official game. Like I'm really fickle on that part of this stat. So it really doesn't count. It's not the same pressure type of situation. It doesn't matter as much. I think all those things factor. When the bright lights are on, I think that plays a factor in the actual moment. Therefore, the actual moment matters more.
I'll annoy you with another analogy. Danny J, let's say your boy Genty, who, by the way, did he pass the line of scrimmage at all yet or no?
Yeah, he only had a couple of carries. Yeah, the defense was in the backfield when he touched the ball a couple of times.
So now, let's just say the opposite happened. If Genty touched the ball 3 times and ran for 80 yards each carry, you could argue, well, who's in the secondary to stop him? Who's at the line to try to stop him? You could argue it's guys who had never touched the NFL field.
Well, for the first series, though, you saw starters for both teams. And then the second series, they were out. All right, so when he was in all fairness, there were starters on the field.
All right, but I'm just saying, like, in general, though, if someone accomplished something
later
huge
in the game,
in a preseason game, you'd be like, against who, though? I think a field goal isn't necessarily.
So you're saying because of the skill set?
Yeah, it's almost like.
But it's still a stat, and stats don't count in preseason.
I know, but there's a sense of he kicked the ball. The backdrop matters less than the feet.
You know, there's a lot of people on social media that are on Rich's side, and I just don't see it. I really
agree, because
don't.
usually I think everything preseason, spring training, all this stuff is bunk. I agree. I've been to spring training. It doesn't matter if your favorite player is batting 400 in spring training. That guy might bat 190 in the regular season. All I'm saying is that it's less of an accomplishment in the game and more of a feat, almost like a trick of sorts. Like he kicked a 70-yard field goal in a game.
So Cam Little, hope you had a Cam Little sort of weekend. Can he do it in an actual game?
I think it makes him badass. I think if anything, now you know this guy's name, and to think that Jacksonville, who's really got nothing much to be that excited about, if you ask me, Jacksonville knows if they got the ball at midfield, there's a chance.
Yeah, but I'm sure there's a lot of
there's a chance.
place kickers out there that during practice or whatever are saying, yeah, I could do that too. I think it's the game situation that makes it matter. And I think being a place kicker, part of their job is not only having to kick well, it's having to deal with that sort of pressure. And there's a hell of a lot less pressure in a preseason game. So I say absolutely no way should this count. It's you could say it's a preseason record, or it's the furthest we've seen in a game, but not an actual game. Any thoughts, Iowa Sam? I feel like you're a stickler too for stats and a stickler for how the hell would that even count?
It don't matter.
It doesn't matter, right? Because we're trying to legitimize too how the preseason does matter. And it's great to have football back. And people are playing tough and playing hard. And we are seeing Shedeur scrambling. We're saying, ooh, man, he's translating well in the NFL. But just because he's doing it now, does that mean he's going to be able to do it in an actual game when the starting linemen are there? So Cam Little's 70-yard field goal, yes, it's impressive. Yes, it proves that he could do it. But should it count? Does it matter? Your thoughts at 877-99 on Fox. I'm saying no. Rich is saying yes. I'm not sure why he's saying yes. But, no, I actually get it, but
listen,
I don't get it.
I know we're filling in for Dan Patrick, but I feel like I'm bringing the Colin-esque analogies today.
Okay.
Stars! No, to compare a 70-yard field goal to something else, I think I found out what I'm trying to say. I think I found my way to the point.
Everybody gets what you're trying to say. It's a very specific skill set where they're just setting up and he's kicking. Can he make it? You're factoring like he just made a field goal and that's the distance. But there's a lot of other factors.
I know, but my question would be,
who was actually on that line trying to block it? I want to know that.
Give me a baseball player that's throwing some heat.
Gas?
Yeah.
Let's go Chappie old school. He's still throwing 107 miles per hour.
In his prime, Aroldis Chapman. I remember him being the guy where, like, wait,
you say in his prime, he's still throwing gas, this guy.
I know, but okay.
I don't know how.
Gas.
How'd you know I was the gas man?
How the hell did they know that I got gas?
Throwing gas.
Man, Sam is quick on the button, man.
Yo, my thought would be if Chappie back in the day, or I don't know,
Chappie.
if some young stud in Major League Baseball
Oh, Chappie.
threw 105-mile-an-hour fastball, but it was in the preseason, in my mind, it's still like, baseball record, 105-mile-an-hour. He hit 105, or
That's actually a really good analogy.
because it's a feat of sorts.
Okay, but it sticks in your brain and you remember it, but it doesn't count.
I get it. If
it's as simple as that.
Because there's no other factor. Because you could say, well, what about if Giancarlo or Mike Trout or Cal Raleigh hits a 600-foot home run? Well, depends who's pitching, and you could say, well, it's a scrub. I think nothing. I'll give it to you that there's just no other factors, except you could say the defense wasn't rushing as good because it's a backup line.
That's a major factor.
That's the only thing. Pressure.
That's a major factor. You got Pro Bowlers breathing down your neck trying to get at you. That's a pressure situation that you're not necessarily factoring in here.
And it's an exhibition situation.
Huh?
And I get it, Rich. That's a perfect analogy. Like, it happened, and we saw it, But it's like they say on social media. If what do they say on social media? Unless we have picks, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Unless it's a real game, it doesn't count.
Fool me once, shame on. Can't get
Fool
fooled
me
again.
once, shame on you.
But I tip my
Fool me,
Yankee
can't get
hat.
fooled again.
Tip my Yankee hat to Cam Little for sure. 70-yard field goal against the Pittsburgh Steelers this weekend. Should it count? Yes way or no way? Again, at Covino and Rich, at Fox Sports Radio. I'm saying a big Rocky Balboa. Absolutely no.
I just
Props,
think
but no props.
I'm a realist. I know that most won't acknowledge it, but there's got to be a part of you that's like, yeah, but he still did it.
Yeah, but who's on this campaign? Like, who's really pushing that? Jaguars fans? Because I have seen it on social media. Like, that should count. Like, since when? We're just going to bend all the record books because some guy did it in the preseason game? That's so stupid. Honestly, I can't even get behind that.
There was a meme from our friends at DraftKings yesterday, which is what I sent to you guys, debating it.
But I saw buzz on that on TikTok. I saw buzz on that. It's like, I feel like he has his own people out there really trying to push this narrative. It's like, all right, dude, you did it, but not when it counted.
I think you see a lot of young kickers in high school or college, or maybe that's just my algorithm. But you do see these young players try to showcase themselves. The kicker position is so unique in that it's not surprising if, that's the same way there's the lore of a pitcher, they throw over 100. I think these young kickers, to try to get a shot in the NFL where you're making damn good money to be a kicker. I think
it's going to be 70 or more moving forward.
I think there's that sentiment of, have you seen these little sizzle reels of kickers out of college that are like, it's them on the practice field, just they keep going further back and further back. This guy did it in a preseason game. I know it's preseason, but I think it's a pretty cool thing. And
it's very cool, but it should not count. The end on that, for real.
What a layer. I mean, this kid's a young kid.
But I'm with you on that too, Rich. I agree that we will see more and more of that because these kids are just training next level all the time for that power, for that accuracy, and for that bragging right.
What's his career long? Did he play the full season last year? Career long for Cam Little. 59-yard field goal last year as a rookie.
59!
15. So, it's already on his. It's already on Google suggestions and Google
fine.
AI.
Hey, throw it on his Wikipedia. It doesn't matter much.
Cam Little's career long field goal.
And I want
59.
you to know this. Anybody could edit a Wikipedia. I can go there right now and say he hit a 170-yard field goal in a preseason game. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Can you please change mine to say I'm the best producer in the whole world?
Yeah, I will, Danny G. But you know what I can't do? I can't go to Baseball Reference or Pro Football Reference. I can't do that and change those stats. Can't do it. Because
Can't do it.
you have to do it in a regular season game. Hey, man, those are the rules. We don't just change them because a bunch of people are crying about it on social media.
Listen,
you can be
dude,
excited about it all day. I think it's great.
I think it's a fun
But you know what, Rich?
story.
I think this is extra motivation for this guy to do it when it matters. To be like, there it is. In your face. In the face.
In the face. He played, by the way, at Arkansas. In the face. Last year, perfect from extra point range, and he was 27 for 29 on field goal. So, hey, a young kicker that, if you play fantasy, football, you probably know a little about him. But I think kickers.
Little about him, get it?
Listen, kickers, unless you make or miss a big one, or you're getting happy ending massages, no one's really going to know your name if you're a kicker, right? I mean, it's like, how many, if you are, unless
I know
you're,
a lot of people that got happy ending massages. We don't know their name.
that is true. But I'm just saying, to be a kicker in the NFL, if I said, hey, guys, there's 32 teams, how many kickers could you name? I bet you every other position you could do better than kicker. You can name more tight ends, more receivers, more linemen, more quarterbacks for sure, more secondary members, right? I think that kicker, you can name a handful, and they're either really good, missed an important one, or did something scandalous.
Well, no one's ever done this before, let's say, a practice. I find that very hard to believe, right? So it can be done. This is preseason, and honestly, here's how I wrap it up. Man, that was awesome. I'm not trying to take away from
Do it in the regular season.
I
now.
want to see him do it in the regular season.
Yeah, buddy.
Beat Tucker's record, be the man, and props to him. But I think we should end the discussion and say it should count is ridiculous. I think you made a great argument, Rich. I like the analogy with the baseball fast pitch, but do it in a real game. If you could do it, just do it. Do it when it counts.
I wonder if anyone has real takeaways. I was talking to my brother yesterday. He's in town, and he's like, "You and Covino and Tanny, you guys do like your some predictions? Any impressions yet?" I'm like, "Impressions of what though? Like it's hard. It's so
I can do an
hard. Like,
impression. I already did one. Rocky Balboa. Yo, absolutely.
you have any impressions?
Yo, like, what do I look like? A bomb? Like a bomb to you? Absolutely no.
Pretty sure you have a pretty good Beavis and Butthead, right?
Yeah, I'm too early for them though.
Oh, too okay.
But what is your brother talking about?
No, just saying how at this stage, a lot of shows, TV, radio, podcasts start doing, their impressions and predictions. And I'm like, of what though? Like the chatter you hear on your own fan pages. Like, Danny, you're a big Raiders fan. Your only real thought so far, what you're really reading coming from camp, right? That's sort of
and now one practice game to take a look at.
One
where
practice game. And
Jamal
tell your
Adams was awesome on defense, and Cam Miller, our third-string quarterback, lit it up.
Yeah.
Did you tell your brother our official rules? Like, we're not fortune tellers. We're not ChatGPT. We're not Madame Ruby. It's a matter of, we even upped it in the past few years. We would say you don't really know anything until the first 6 weeks.
Yeah, week 6 was when we really feel like we got a feel.
And I get it. You like to throw your predictions out there.
Yeah,
we
it's
do
fun.
it here on Fox Sports Radio. It's fun, but it means diddly squat.
It took longer than 6 weeks last season.
It did, right? Didn't we
Yeah.
up it to 7 or 8?
You upped it to 8 last
Yeah,
season.
I thought so. Yeah, you really don't know Jack Squat. Wasn't he in your homeroom, by the way? Jack
Squat. Squat.
Present. You don't know Jack Squat until about the 8th week. So predictions, impressions, whatever. All right, so your thoughts on Cam Little. Share them. We give him props, but no official stat. And we also give away prizes later here on the show. We're going to play a game called Last One Standing. So remember the number and be dialing when we tell you to join in, 877-99 on Fox. Speaking of football, we don't have them in stock yet. The inventory is a little low, but we're giving away IOUs, which are just as good as footballs.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, we're going to be giving away.
That's as good as money, sir.
It is.
Those are IOUs.
Bribery balls for the winners. We got some Nerf footballs to give away to get you pumped for the season when we play Last One Standing, the game that's sweeping the nation later on in the show today.
I'm excited to play that. Now, Danny, I didn't look on purpose because we do it every year. Did the USA Today, which, by the way, do people still get under their doorstep in hotel rooms? Is that how that paper still exists? What's this under my doorstep? A newspaper. Did they do their predictions?
They sure did.
The USA Today, old-timey times. Got a nickel in my pocket. USA Today every year puts out a list of who they think is going to win the Super Bowl and their list of predictions. And I only bring up USA Today because I know everyone does predictions.
Newspapers are making a comeback, though, Rich. The New York Post is making a California Post.
Not to do well with all the change I have in my pocket.
But an actual newspaper. We're going to see Iowa Sam coming in every day reading it.
Good morning, everybody.
Hey, did you see Dagwood today? Oh,
the Family Circle. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We've highlighted the USA Today sports department for like 4 years in a row now because they have some outlandish predictions.
Well, last year, their big prediction was that Aaron Rodgers and the Jets would win the Super Bowl. Yeah. So I want to see what their outlandish thing is this year. So we'll go over USA Today's predictions. And by the way, you're right. Newspapers.
Who?
I remember Danny G. You might not know this.
I saw a few people, again, I just came from the airport. I saw more people reading the newspaper than I have in a minute. So maybe it is coming back. People like the tangible feel of the nostalgia right there. And
where'd you
I'm
go?
seeing it.
Where were you, the Senior Citizen Lounge?
I don't know. I've seen a bunch of people with newspapers lately.
What I do think is interesting, though, is when you think of the newspaper on the East Coast, something that you guys never experience out here, Danny, on the West Side, late games. You as a kid would read the box score in like the New York Times or Daily News or New
Me
York
as a
Post.
kid would use my silly putty on Ziggy's comic. That's about it.
But you'd be like, oh, I don't know, the Mets played the Padres last night. It would say late game, and you'd be like, late game? And, you couldn't Google things back then, so I think kids today don't realize that there were days that you were searching around like, did my team win last night? Because the paper was printed.
Yeah, out here where I grew up, we were the late game.
You were, though. Yeah, exactly. So, hey, we got more Covino and Rich in for DP, having a fun, light Monday. Your thoughts on NFL preseason so far? Again, we're going to give away some prizes and do a bunch more right here on Fox Sports Radio.
Now, besides Cam Little's 70-yard field goal and Shedeur Sanders, the talk of the summer is the official walkie-talkie of the Dan Patrick Show, Rapid Radios.
Rapid Radio.
Time to get outside. It's summertime. Have some fun with your Rapid Radios. There's nothing complex with Rapid Radios. They're simple to use, so simple, in fact, a push-to-button talk is the way to go.
Yeah. You get started. Here's what we could do. We could send Danny G to Vegas to see the Raiders preseason game and be, Danny, you there? They're playing my Niners on Saturday, so we'd be able to communicate states away with our Rapid Radio. They have nationwide LTE coverage, no subscriptions or monthly fees ever. True walkie-talkie ease with all the connectivity and technology of today.
For small business owners, Rapid Radios is the perfect way to reach your employees anywhere, nationwide, up to 200 units on one feed, and they're 100% private. Ready to go out of the box? Visit rapidradios.com.
Limited time offer. Visit rapidradios.com. Save up to 60% off. Free UPS shipping from Michigan and use code RADIO for an extra 5% off.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best.
You were dating some girl, and you were like,
Hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense.
her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the funk.
we're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there, and I point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct. 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during a
can't.
big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it.
Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready?
Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it.
Fox Sports Radio. Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game. Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations.
That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham! We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank you.
Love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Joe. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it.
You gotta be kidding. He never was an elite quarterback.
And pacing and plotting the course. He's going the distance. Ooh. Covino and Rich going the distance. Yeah! CNR on FSR, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7 on East, 2 to 4 on the West. Everything at Covino and Rich. And our new YouTube page, youtube.com/@Covino and Rich FSR.
I didn't realize you had to put the @ symbol in there. That is news to me. But yeah, youtube.com/@Covino and Rich FSR. And we're streaming live right now. What's up?
Brand new page. Watch us live. It's free. Again, live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. And most cars on the road, the ROAD, could use a little TLC. At Mako, we bring your car back to life with affordable paint jobs and light collision repairs. Get a free estimate today. Uh-oh.
Me.
Better get Mako. Again, I'm Covino. That is Rich. Danny G, super producing on the phones, 877-99 on Fox. Sam's on the ones and twos. Spot's manning the videos. And remember, last one standing. We'll be playing, giving away prizes. We'll tell you when to call. We're going to talk some baseball. We're going to talk some Brady. We're going to talk some Juan Soto. We'll explain.
Let's say hi to Josh in Vegas. What's up, Josh? I was just there. It was hot as hell. What's up, man?
It's North Vegas, man.
What's up?
Get it right? All right. Hey, so we're talking about the papers, right?
The papers, the newspapers.
Got to get the papers, get the papers.
So my father, God bless him, he turned 86 today. I grew up with the paper, and the Sunday one was always the one that had the ads and stuff.
Can I tell you? It's so funny. You would say your pops and the paper, because when I lived in New York, we've been doing the show long enough, Covino, where there were times. Oh, he had a point. I thought he was just saying the paper and his pop. All right, yeah, let's hear him.
Well, no. When you get the Sunday newspaper, it has the ads and stuff. So like every Sunday morning, I would grab the funnies, the sports page, and then you would get one of those J.C. Penney's or Walmart things in there, and then they had the pictures of the bras. And
he wanted it for the pictures of the J.C. Penney's bras.
He's not alone. He thinks he invented that?
No, listen,
we
man.
all did that.
I mean, they didn't have the hub back then. Back then, when you were a kid, you to get your hands on whatever you could get. J.C. Penney bra ads.
I mean, yeah, we did that. I would take the parade out of the paper, give that to my mom, and they'd take all the underwear ads and take that to the bathroom.
You are.
To go shopping.
Oh, for undies, of course.
For tighty whities. What are you thinking?
Interestingly enough, the newspaper. He said his dad, the Sunday newspaper. I get it. My dad, up until about a year ago, I'm not even joking, would seek out the newspaper right before the football season because he used to love that insert. You know how every newspaper, whether it be local or national, would have the NFL preview insert? It would be like almost like a little magazine inside the newspaper. And that's how he would mentally prepare for the NFL season. He's like, because it'd be like a write-up, a one-page write-up on every team. The Cardinals. Let me write down their projections.
It's like how we used to get the fantasy football magazines before the season began.
Yeah, dude, but if anyone knows what I'm talking about, I don't know. I know it wasn't just the East Coast, but they would do a pretty intense like football preview insert into the newspaper. And that's how you would know, like, all right, new players that are not on the team anymore, their projected schedule. That was old school before the internet. But we're there. We're getting there. 25 days away from the NFL season.
And we'll go over what the USA Today. USA? Órale, ese. What USA Today predicted for the season later on. So hope you enjoyed your football over the weekend. I'm back from Disney. I'm going to tell you about my favorite rides.
No.
But am I a Disney adult? Hell no, because we'll talk about that too. Because I guess Rich, especially, and Danny G have bones to pick with that. Rich is back from Vegas, happy to be in for Dan Patrick. And I want to talk about Rich's boy, Juan Soto.
Yeah, you know.
A guy I rooted for last year and won't ever root for again.
You know, I'll tell you what, there's a couple things going on with Juan Soto. The Mets are stinking. And let me tell you.
Not just the Mets. It's a bad time for New York baseball. The Yankees are just as bad.
Well, there's teams that are coming together, and then there's teams that are falling apart.
But they stink to the high heavens.
It just so happens that the Mets and Yankees, Covino and I, those are our two teams. Hate us or love us for that. But both teams equally got a case of the stank. Because we have our Mets-Yankees bet that we've been doing all year, and neither team could take advantage of the other one sucking because they both suck.
They are horrible. Horrific.
And then you got teams like Milwaukee who are gelling. They are putting it together. You got teams that are creating distance now. Philadelphia is playing well. They got the division wrapped up unless they have a bad streak and the Mets catch them. But as of right now,
dude, they're gelling like Paulie D in the early 2000s.
That's a lot of gel.
Yeah, gelling like Magellan.
Yo, the Brewers got pancakes in their pockets.
Dude.
And they haven't lost since the coach had a pancake in his pocket, right? Is that true? It's a true story.
They're playing that good for real.
So there's teams that are putting it together right now. There's teams that you're wondering, how are they ever good? Like, right now, there are teams that are over 500, and you're like, how are they still over 500? Because they were so good early on, and you got to say, well, that's why it's 162 games. You get hot so you could allow yourself maybe to go through these terrible times of the season? Because as of right now, the Mets are only, I believe, 2 games up on the Reds for that third wild card spot, and that is atrocious. Like Scotty Brocious.
Like the hairline of Scotty Brocious. Yeah. Scotty Brocious was a great player.
Yeah.
So Rich's Mets stink. They really do. But they're not losing in that miserable, heartbreaking fashion that the Yankees are with their mental errors. They both stink.
Are you sure? Up 5-0 yesterday, and you're thinking, oh, they finally got it, and then they lose 7-6.
The Yankees are making like little league bonehead mistakes. It's horrible. Both teams stink. Now, Yankees obviously had Juan Soto last year, and I've been rooting against him this whole season, but he turned it around, and he's hitting bombs. Yeah. I believe, again, I was in Disney, so forgive me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty certain he has 3 home runs in the last 3 games up until yesterday or whatever. He's been on a nice streak.
Yeah, I mean.
And he's got 28 home runs as we speak, 67 RBI, and he's batting .251. Now, remember how slow he started. So to have 28 home runs now, he turned it around. He's having a typical Juan Soto sort of season.
I mean, he struggled as of the last month, but over the last few days, he just continues to hit home runs. But
he broke up that no-hitter with a home run.
Yeah, they're a particular type of home run.
And I heard this stat, and I said, no way. What? No way. F sakes. 22 of his 28 home runs. I'm going to have to hit up my boy Elias from the Sports Bureau to confirm, but I'm pretty certain that 22 of his 28 home runs were all solo home runs.
Ugh.
So, again, 67 RBI. He'd have a lot more if people were on base.
Yeah.
You know, we're talking about doing it when it matters, a la Cam Little with the 70-yard field goal. Soto's got to be hitting bombs when it matters, not when there's nobody on base. No ducks in the pond for this guy.
He's rolling
That's not quacktastic.
He's rolling over, quack, quack, quack. He's rolling over a ground ball when there's runners on first and third.
Yeah, he's hitting bombs, but you got to hit them when they matter, when they count. 28 home runs, 22 are solo shots. So the joke that I keep seeing is it's Juan Solo. Juan Solo did it again. Not Juan Soto, Juan Solo.
Man. And You know, you notice these things when you watch a team day in and day out where you're like, oh, well, that guy hit another home run. And you're like, yeah, but in a meaningless moment. Juan Solo. And, you know, there's a lot of talk of Juan Solo. I want to harp on this solo home run thing, but Juan Soto, there's a big sentiment, and I'm torn on this. When you see him smiling and talking to the umpire and the catcher, and everyone's like, oh, look at him. Is he having fun, or is it, dude, why are you smiling and having so much fun when your team's lost like 10 of their last 11 games? Like, he looks like the Mets are losing late in yesterday's game, and the pitcher on the other team had to tie his shoe, and Juan Soto and the catcher are like laughing about it. I'm like, what are we?
I mean, I don't like indifference either. I want a look of determination. I don't want him like slapping ass and having fun and laughing, like you said, those type of antics when they stink so bad. But he has 28 home runs. You got to give him credit for that. 22 of the 28 are solo bombs. So we ask you this, Fox Sports Radio, Dan Patrick Nation, the best and worst solo mission experiences, meaning, like, I've never gone to a theater. I've never gone to see a movie by myself.
That's insane.
Some people are like, yo, it's the best. And I'm like, yeah, it's a little weird. So what are the best and worst solo missions?
Okay.
Can I give you one more example? I used to actually like going out. Well, not out, but I would sort of go out with friends when I was a single man and then sort of dip off to be on the prowl as a single guy. Solo mission. Like, I don't need Rich C-blocking me with all his yapping and his antics. I'd be like, yo, Rich, I'm going to go make my rounds.
All right.
Peace out. So, therefore, I'm on a solo mission because I don't want to be interrupted.
What you're saying, in honor of Juan Solo,
yeah,
we're going to talk solo missions, your feedback. Let's chop it up. Let's have some fun on a Monday. What solo missions are lame, which are awesome, which are underrated? We're talking solo missions as a guy. I'll give you one to just keep you on track.
Or a woman sexist person. A lot of women. Hey, ladies.
Hey, umpires.
Steve Covino here. I'm a big fan.
I'll give you one. Think about this. Strip club. Solo mission or group mission? Think about it.
Okay.
So think of all the things you could do. Going out to eat. Solo missions or not. We'll take your feedback next right here. Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking
joking.
Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best.
You were dating some girl, and you were like,
hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense.
Her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win.
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the fun.
We're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there. And I like point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy? I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct, 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it.
Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready?
Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it.
Fox Sports Radio.
Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game.
Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations.
That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham!
We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank
I
you.
love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Joe. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s.
Sam's playing All By Myself. You ever hear the Christmas version? Obama's Elf?
It's so funny. Why was that in my head, too?
Obama's Elf.
I've not heard that.
You never heard Obama's Elf?
No.
During the holidays, maybe like 10 years ago.
You remember
Where were you, Sam?
when Obama was the president?
You know?
So anyway, we're Covino and Rich in for the great Dan Patrick. Always a pleasure. We're here today, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, the Dan Patrick Hall, live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. Remember, after the show, the DP podcast and our stream goes up. So if you miss any of today's show, be sure to listen to the podcast. Just search Covino and Rich wherever you get your podcast, Covino, Covino and Rich. And be sure to follow, rate, and review. Give us 5 stars because anything less is uncivilized. And we have a brand new YouTube page debuting today. Yeah. So it is a big day, a big debut. Spotty's on it. Subscribe for free. YouTube.com/@Covino and Rich FSR. Covino and Rich FSR. You can watch us live as we speak. You can also call us live and get involved. 877-99 on Fox. I'm Covino. What's up, Rich?
What's up, man? You know, I want to dive right back into the solo experiences a la Juan Solo.
Juan Soto has 28 home runs. 22 of his 28 are solo bombs. He has 67 RBI, so it's not like he's having a bad season.
I mean, I think he's having a bad season considering
I'm not hating on
he
him.
just got paid, more than anyone else, and he's on my Mets.
I think he's turned it around, but he's got to do it when it counts.
But I'm saying a guy like Juan Soto should be automatic for 35, 100 every year. And he'll probably I wouldn't be shocked. He'll get the 35 home runs, but will Juan Soto get 100 ribbies? No, he won't. And I think that's a big disappointment. But you could say a lot of those are because with runners in scoring position, he stinks. When he's up in the 7th inning and the Mets are down 6-1 and he hits a solo home run, whoop-it-a-doo. And that seems to be the story of Juan Solo. So Covino thought of a funny twist, which is, what are your favorite and least favorite solo missions? And Sam, I feel like I want you to think about this because you're a single guy living out here in L.A. You probably do a lot of stuff here and there on your own.
He's a wanderer. He's a loner, a rebel. You don't want to get mixed up with a guy like Sam. Things about him you wouldn't understand.
Things you couldn't understand.
Things you shouldn't understand.
I don't understand.
Good one.
Let's go to Trip in Vegas. Trip, when it comes to solo missions, which one do you think is weak and which one do you like doing solo?
First thing, a comment, and then I got a great solo thing. Rich, you should have reached out while you're out here. I could have done anything for you and your family. Next time it happens for you, Covino, anybody from the crew.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, brother.
He would have reached out, but he likes going to the Spearmint Rhino by himself.
Solo mission Trip, sorry.
That's nothing wrong with that. But the best is this. I like to sometimes, I seem like I win more money when I'm by myself gambling. Leave me alone.
That's a good one. Honestly, there are times where we'll be in Vegas, coincidentally, for the show, covering a fight, a big event, and I actually enjoy doing the solo gamble. You don't feel as stupid when you lose a lot, and then when I don't know, it's like a weird little moment when you're winning by yourself, like, yeah.
What's your Juan Solo moment? Which ones are okay? Which ones just make you a weirdo? I was alone. I was all by myself. No one was looking.
I'll give you one. If I'm on a business trip, which is rare that I'm alone because I'm usually with you knuckleheads.
Yeah, that's when you're eating lunch by yourself.
I actually don't mind on that rare occasion because I'm around you guys so much. If Fox or SiriusXM sends me somewhere Juan Solo style.
It's just you and that sandwich.
If you're sitting at the bar and you're like, yeah, let me see the menu. I'll have a Tito soda. Let me see. I'll have the burger. And you're sitting there by yourself. That's sort of a fun mission.
Just like lost in thought, taking bites. I know.
And
it's kind of cool. That's a cool one. I don't mind that.
And you
have
that feeling, Covino, where like no one could find me right now if they tried.
Lunch is fine. Dinner by yourself is a little weird.
The weird part is Rich went to go bowling by himself after that.
Oh, that's really weird.
That's a good weird one. And we'll take your feedback next. The weird ones, the fun ones, solo missions next. More Covino and Rich in for Dan Patrick.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking
joking.
Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best.
You were dating some girl, and you were like,
Hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense.
her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the funk.
we're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there. And I like point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct, 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it.
Let's start in the NFL. Eagles offensive guard Landon Dickerson suffered a right leg injury in practice yesterday, carted off the field. NFL preseason, Bears and Dolphins play to a 24-all tie, and head coach Ben Johnson on ending in a tie.
Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
Like ready.
You just don't know how
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to the Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is.
The Chargers canceled joint practice with the Rams scheduled for Wednesday due to injury. Speaking of the Rams, quarterback Matthew Stafford, who's been dealing with a back issue, has not practiced at all during
Sports
training
Radio
camp.
is the number
has
one
been cleared
sports
to
audio
practice
network.
today.
Diverse,
Baseball,
fun,
Isaac Collins with a
entertaining,
walk-off solo
and
homer to lift the
driven by the
Brewers
big
past the
sports
Mets to
topics of
sweep
the
the
day.
series.
They had to bolster
For their
the
ninth
offensive
straight
line,
win,
which they did.
Mets
You
have
finally
now
said
lost
something
7
right.
straight.
Congratulations.
That
Astros
game was
crushed the
incredible.
Yankees to
You
win
were
the series
wrong.
in
You
New
can take
York.
that trash
That's
somewhere
sports.
else.
I'm Ron Tomas.
We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite.
DP.
Dan Patrick.
Welcome to the Dan Patrick Show.
We are the most unathletically decorated show in radio history, I think.
America's most revered sports talk show.
Respect the position that you have.
But today, Dan Patrick and the four Danettes are not here. So sitting in for Dan Patrick and hosting the Dan Patrick Show, here's Steve Covino and Rich Davis.
Don't be too mad. Well, we're going to have some fun today. Covino and Rich in for DP.
And it's good to be back.
And it's, just such a great time of the year. And I don't say that. I don't say that like a typical, great time of the year. But it really is. Football is 25 days away. Baseball playoffs before you know it. I hope our teams are in it, Covino, before you know it. The Mets or Yankees could be on the outside looking in.
Like Aaron Lewis of Stained.
I'm on the outside.
I'm Covino. That is Rich. Sam's on the Glockenspiel. Danny G's on the phones. 877-99 on Fox. Spot on our brand new video page. We're excited to announce a brand new YouTube channel for our daily show, Fox Sports Radio with Covino and Rich, in for Dan Patrick right now. But you can watch us live on YouTube. That's right. We're simulcasting right now on YouTube. So go to youtube.com/@Covino and Rich FSR, @Covino and Rich FSR. And Join us. Subscribe for free. Tell all your friends about it.
I mean, the reality is if you do it right now,
do it.
You'd be doing us like a really nice favor, and it doesn't take much effort.
Yeah.
Like I was at a restaurant the other day, and the waitress, you know what she said to me? She goes, can you sign into Yelp and leave a review and do all this? My name's Olga. And in my mind, I'm like, you're fantastic, but I don't want to go through all that. All we're saying, go to this page, click, subscribe. That's it.
That's it.
It's not a big ask.
Fox Sports Radio's new YouTube channel, youtube.com/@Covino and Rich.
You got a phone, right?
And spell and out, A-N-D in between Covino and Rich.
Covino and Rich, FSR.
There you go.
Now, had a great birthday weekend. I want to thank everybody for the birthday wishes. In fact, all I want for my birthday is for you to check out that YouTube channel, all right?
Oh, look at that.
And hit subscribe. Even if you hate us, you can see our stupid faces and hate on us every day. That's fine.
Yeah,
punch your screen.
Yeah, punch your screen, make fun of us, draw mustaches on us. I don't care. Moon us. I do whatever you want. Now, had a great weekend. I was in Disney, and we're going to talk about Disney freaks, and I think Disney sort of ties into this discussion.
Yeah.
Juan Solo, they're calling him. Juan Soto has 28 home runs. That's great and grand and all, but 22 of them are solo shots. That's a lot. That's too many to be a coincidence.
Yeah, it's a bummer because Juan Soto's the type of guy you're counting on to come through in those big clutch moments because he has historically been that guy. This year, with runners in scoring position, the guy might as well be batting 0.0. But, hey, when no one's up and the Mets are down 5 runs, he's good for a solo shot.
Right.
And the numbers prove it.
So based on that, I was thinking about the best and worst solo missions because some things you could pull off solo. Yeah. Other things just make you look like a weirdo. Now, I got one to get it going, and we'll take your phone calls at 877-99 on Fox. Covino and Rich in for Dan Patrick. We're here tomorrow, Wednesday, and Friday. Now, you would think that going clothes shopping with your significant other is a plus or a positive because you can get a second opinion. Hey, what do you think of these sweet Travis Matthew jeans? Hey, what do you think of this sweet shirt, right? I think your girlfriend or wifey only confuses you and makes it worse, and you end up getting nothing. Like, man, I didn't get anything. I find that I'm more productive when I'm by myself. I'm there. I'm on a mission. I like it. I buy it. I walk away with a whole bunch of stuff. She may hate it when I get home, but I was productive, and I got all that stuff.
I mean,
when I go with someone else, I get nothing done.
I mean, I'm thinking bigger scale and small scale. Like, to me, get that last sip of coffee.
Thank you, man.
I hate when people shy away from
I do it for effect. We're on in the morning here.
I'm offended when people shy away from the last sip like they're offending people. Like, if I have a milkshake or an ice drink, I will slurp that last sip. So go on.
Come on, make that coffee to go. Let's go.
Hey, come on.
You know, one time I was on a date, Danny G, Sam, I was on a date. And you know when you have like a little bit of your drink left, but like significant, it's there. It's right there. Waiter came and took my like last sippy sip of my cocktail. And I said, hey, I wasn't finished.
And you think about it.
Hey, I paid for that.
Yeah, if you go to a nice restaurant and you get like some, if you get like a drink that's called like the whiskey business or something or some.
That'll be $18.
That'll be, a $20 drink.
$18 cocktail at Javier's, right? And he took my drink. I wasn't even finished.
That'll
so
be,
I said, hey.
$94.
I was like, that's a $94 drink. I said, give that back. The girl I was with didn't know me that well. She like squeezed my leg and like bit her lips. This mean chola girl. She's like, you ever do that again? She's like, I'm going to slit your neck or something. She threatened me. She's like, don't you embarrass me like that, okay?
You get shivved.
She's like, you embarrass me. I'm like, embarrass you? The guy took my drink. She's like, that was embarrassing.
You gave her the icks,
I was
man.
like, then pay for your own meal. The date was pretty much over after that.
A $20 drink. You're like, that was a $4 sip.
So that being said, let me finish my coffee. Anyway, so I gave you a good one, Rich. Let me give you a bad one. I just came back from Disney, and I think if you're going on rides by yourself, like if you're the lonely guy on the teacups by yourself, you're a loser. I'm sorry. You might have your reasoning or your excuse, or maybe like there was no room for you in the other teacup. But if I see one lonely dude spinning around by himself, I'm thinking, what sort of weirdo is that?
Single rider? Yeah. You know, there's a new dating app, by the way. I'm sorry to be all over the place, but there's an actual dating app I believe, called Single Rider, where you can meet other singles at a theme park.
Oh.
But I think going to a theme park by yourself,
the loser app.
a lame solo mission. I'll
Yeah.
give you a good one, though. A simple good one. I like going to the supermarket by myself because I feel like my wife buys stuff we don't need, and it takes forever, and my kids get in the way.
Well, you know why?
I don't mind going to the
I hate
supermarket.
to stereotype and be sexist, Rich, because I'm not. That's you. But women love to go down every aisle. It's like, that's not how this works. Just get what you need.
I don't need to go down the baking aisle. What do I need? Foil?
I go to Costco. My girlfriend's
spices?
in and out. Like we're going in every, like a little maze. It's like, what do we got to go down every aisle?
I think we need a battery generator. What?
Yeah,
It's what I do.
My girl window shops down each aisle.
I'm with you. You're
Like,
productive. Solo mission.
When we're wealthy, we're going to get 2 of those.
Yeah. No thanks.
I'm
Let's
like,
get
let's
in
just
and
get
out.
what's on the list.
So
I'm with you on
I
that,
think,
Rich.
that's a good solo mission. I think a weird solo mission would be going somewhere like bowling or mini golf or something like that. I mean, I get it.
The lonely bowler? Watch out for that guy.
Dan in Michigan, what's up, man? We'll start with you. Solo missions, which are good ones, which are bad ones?
Hey, guys, you tell me if this is weird or not. Right around this time of year, I absolutely love getting out on the golf course early in the morning when I have the course to myself, put my AirPods in and walk 9, 18 holes, just kind of do my thing by myself.
You know, I don't mind it. I don't mind that at all. You know what I did once?
I feel like it's just you being active and productive.
Judge me on this one or not. It was around September, so about around this time of year, back in the day, the Mets were in a pennant race, and it was one of those final weekends of the year, and none of my Mets buddies were available. I went to a ball game by myself.
How was it? Weird?
Well, it was lonely.
High-fiving yourself?
Mets lost, so it was even worse. But, like, is that a weird one? Is that a lonely one?
I don't know. I think those are things you want to share with buddies.
Like,
and
there are
pals,
times
but
where
I get
someone,
it, right?
what about like a Super Bowl where a super fan's like, I can't afford it, but there's a solo ticket that's affordable, like, because it's one. You know, like you go to can you go to a concert by yourself, or is that weird?
You know, here's how I feel about that. I feel like if you can't find someone to go with, like you were so determined to go, you're such a fan that you went regardless.
But you can make friends.
And you can make friends. I actually give you credit for that. I don't recommend it, but it's like going to vacation by yourself. It's like, yeah, you had no one to go with, but I commend you for still going and doing something, traveling, maybe meeting people.
It feels weird, even if it's okay, because if you're watching something like a game or a concert or a movie or something, I was in New York City recently by myself for like a quick turnover a day. I didn't have time to call any of my family or friends, like, meet me in the city, but I did have a chunk of time to kill. I went to go see Back to the Future on Broadway by myself, and is that weird? Is that weird?
I mean, but I understand.
I mean, the New York Jets on Hard Knocks sold me.
It's more understandable than like a guy at a theme park by himself. 'Cause I'm like, what's going on with that guy?
I have one lame question because it's smut based. I mentioned it before.
Was it the best kind of question?
When you're like a younger man, let's say you go to an adult establishment. When you're with your buddies and it's like a bachelor party or like, hey, John's birthday, I feel like it seems more innocent. If you go to a strip club by yourself, it seems like it goes from innocent camaraderie to what a creepo.
You know, I think I've done that. And looking back, I'll say, yeah, what a creepo. I think I did because you're a horned up, like, 20-something-year-old guy just excited to.
Because if
so that guy in the corner in the shadows with the male gaze just
but
across
here's the
room.
Thing. Sam, because it's you, you're like, what? I'm not a weird guy. You justify it. You're like, I'm a good guy.
But if it was there like, drooling and staring ahead.
But in retrospect, it is weird.
If we were younger men, it was like, hey, it's Spot's birthday, or I was Sam's birthday. We're going out for dinner, and we're going to go to the strip club. That's like your quintessential 28, 30-something-year-old guy
That's
birthday.
social. That's camaraderie.
No.
But
you
if
know
you're
what
by
I don't
yourself, if you're walking through Chicago or D.C. or Miami or New York, and you're like, I'm by myself. Let me go into the strip club. I feel like you are. It's like you're totally. You're really being controlled in that moment by what's in your pants in like the most gross way. Like
what guy? I'm not one of those guys that feels really cool getting a lap dance or something in front of all my buds cheering me on. I think that's weird too. I hate that.
Sounds like more of a private moment.
Yeah, I don't need Sam looking at me and laughing while the dance is going on. Yeah,
I remember one time Covino and I were with some old school buddies. This is back in the day. We've known each other decades. I remember sometimes you don't want to see your buddy's freak face. I remember one time we were at one of these places, and we saw one of our buddies getting an adult dance.
He's all hypnotized.
And we both looked at him like, look at the look in his eyes.
Look
Like, I don't ever want to see that.
He's
Like
a demon.
Like,
Look at this guy. What's going on with him?
I can only imagine in that moment he probably sounded like little Nicky.
Oh yeah.
Let me take it to sports for a second.
Yeah.
Have either of you gone to a baseball, football, or basketball game by yourself?
Yeah, I mentioned before. I went to
You did?
I went
Okay.
to a Mets game solo. I think here's a good one, Danny. Let's say business
I
trip.
haven't, but I could see that, Danny. Like,
Yeah.
you're there and like no one wants to go with you or splurge on
And
a
home
playoff game.
Yeah,
or something.
home game. You feel like 40,000 friends are there with you.
That's
Yeah,
I
and
think when it is that type of scenario, you are surrounded by people. You can make friends very quick at a ball game. And I think the perfect scenario would be, let's just say you are a guy or a woman that travels for work. And they're like, yeah, you got to go to your annual sales conference in Atlanta for 4 days. And you're like, you know what? I'm going to go catch a Braves game. Well, I'm here for 4 days. I got nothing doing. Like, that to me sounds like productive.
Yeah, at least there's something more understandable about that, even though it's a weird feeling. So, based on Juan's Soto's 22 of 28 home runs being solo bombs, what are the best and worst solo missions? Let's go to the phones. 877-99 on Fox. And, of course, you could always hit us up at Covino and Rich at Fox Sports Radio.
Hello, Johnny in Minnesota. Hey, Johnny.
Hey, what's up, guys? Rich Covino and
Hey.
Danny G.
What's up, buddy?
The solo mission I got first is Kevin Garnett. He did that for my Timberwolves for a very long time, and we couldn't help him out for some reason. And the other one that we were just talking about was, oh, crap. There I go again.
Was he saying that he won basically by himself like Madison Bumgarner or something?
Hold on. I want to know why he
What
said,
just happened there?
I want to know why he just said, oh, crap, there I go again.
I think he had an accident in his pants. And he's like, I got to go.
He said, oh, man,
Yeah,
there I go
I
again.
don't-
happened at the end of that call?
I don't think he got the context of the topic.
No, it's like,
I like how he spun that, though, with Kevin Garnett just by himself trying to do it all.
no, I love
For
that.
the Timberwolves?
I love that guy, and I love that
Don't
call
you feel like the
because- What was-
Giants sort of won the World Series just with Bumgarner? Like, I knew what he meant by that, and then I think, like I said, he
Yeah.
Look at Covino's going to spin this into another
I know,
direction
but I
right
just-
now.
Giants had some other guys, too. They had deep pitching.
But I just
Yeah,
think that
but-
guy was that was hilarious just in general.
Remember when Kobe brought the Lakers to the playoffs basically by himself?
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do every time.
It's a team game, guys. Come
Every
on.
time I feel like I'm trying to make a point, Danny,
Damn
and
it,
I
I
lose,
did it
and I
again.
lose it. I'm gonna go. Oh man, I did it again.
Then he said, oh, crap.
Oh crap, I did it. Oh crap,
I'm going to pull that as an audio drop.
Yeah,
crap.
we need that.
Oh crap, I did it
By
again.
the way, guys, we have to borrow from the parlance of Disney.
Yeah.
We have FSR cast and crew members who will go to Disneyland by themselves and just peruse around, and they do this routinely.
By yourself. If you're not with a
Not me.
child,
Not me.
I think you're a
Others.
weirdo. I'm sorry. You might not be a weirdo, but you're perceived as a weirdo.
Yeah.
For sure. It's weird. It's weird.
Oh, that's coming up later on the show.
Yeah, we'll talk about Disney adults later on because, again, I'm fresh from Disney. I'm going to tell you the best rides in order,
Okay.
too.
Let's go to John in Reno. Oh man, I did it again. Oh crap. What's
Hey,
up,
John.
John?
What's up, guys?
Hey.
Hey, how about for a solo mission? How about just taking care of yourself when the old lady's gone?
It's funny. We jokingly said that off the air. I wasn't going to say that on the air, but I would say that's a good solo mission. No one wants to see that.
I would say it's only a solo mission.
Unless you're Louis C.K. or a kicker.
Yeah. And I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah.
Or a Browns quarterback.
Or a Browns quarterback. John in Maine. What's up, bud?
Hey guys, how you doing?
What's up, brother?
I was going to call about the Brewers, but instead I got a solo mission. My wife and I were in Baden-Baden. I was with the Army in Germany. We went to the casino there, and it's suit and tie, shirt and tie, and I was in dress blues. And I left her alone at the bar for a second, and I went to the bathroom, and I came back, and here's some Italian guy. My wife was dressed to the nines in her gown, and he thought she was his date for the night, if you know what I mean.
Oh.
And he was hitting on her, and she didn't understand a word he was saying. I came up behind him in my uniform. He turned around, his eyes got about as wide as could be, and he was like, "Oh crap!"
John, when you said solo mission, I think you were going to say, "And my wife left with that guy, and I was solo." Not the case.
Ooh. And again, of course, there's certain things that are just they're normal when they're solo missions. It's just how it is. Getting a haircut. You don't need someone holding your hand. You're rolling there by yourself. Going to the gym. I don't need a spotter. In fact, you're in my way. I just want to get in and out. Certain things are just always solo missions. Other ones just feel weird. Like I said, going to a movie. Even though Rich says it's good, I think it's a little weird. If it's a kid's movie, you're a weirdo.
Animated movie. You can't go to an animated movie. You can't do it.
Hey, I went to see How to Train a Dragon by yourself. You're a weirdo. You weren't with a kid? Yo, bro, somebody keep an eye on that guy.
Borrow a niece or nephew or something.
Yeah. Borrow a kid. Yeah, exactly. I'm sure there's a kid in your family that's real excited to see the movie. Take them.
I think a movie's fun if it's like for instance, you might say wait for VHS. Oh my God, what is it? 1990. Wait for streaming. That's probably what most would say. But I think I really want to go see Naked Gun.
I haven't seen it yet. I was going to go see it by myself this weekend, and I didn't. I just didn't get around to it. But
why by yourself? Why by yourself, though, Sam?
Well, because everyone else here has already seen it.
I didn't see it.
Like my buddy. Okay, well, then let's go.
No,
I'm game.
When are you going, Sam?
Anytime you want.
No, I'm busy.
No, seriously. I asked our pal Lee DeLapp, who produces Two Pros and a Cup of Joe, and he sees it like the second it comes out. These movies, so everyone's seen it. They said it's great.
Naked Gun. See that? Sam. Go by yourself. No shame in that.
I went to my first movie alone probably about a year or two ago just to see like a movie from the 1970s that was on the big screen. I couldn't find anybody to go with me, so I just went there and sat by myself. I loved it. I had a great time. Everyone there was to geek out over the movie, so it was just like it was.
Yeah, and by the way, so like I said, certain things you don't need people to hold your hand. A lonely sandwich once in a while is good for the soul. You got to be comfortable with yourself.
Table
you don't need,
for one.
You don't need company all the time. But there are certain things that are weird when you're just by yourself.
I think
sandwich for one.
I think some of these places, Danny,
table for one,
are good for actually meeting people and like-minded people. Like, let's say you're someone that's into quote like nerd culture. You might find your queen nerd if you went to like Comic-Con by yourself, or you might say that's ridiculous, but. If there's like a niche of something you're way into, let's say you're into like...
you can go as Juan Solo. I'm sorry, you can go as Han Solo and find your Princess Leia.
You strike up a little conversation in the line for popcorn, You find your lady.
I don't think it's... Hello, my lady.
My lady.
So
tip the cap.
Your thoughts at Covino and Rich. We'll move along from Juan Solo as he is hitting all his home runs when it does not matter at all. But hey, today's a new day.
You know what I find to be a good personal solo mission? Like cleaning up. Because when wifey or the girlfriend's around, I'm like sort of waiting for them to put the dishes away or something. Like, I don't know. It's just like a standoff, and I'm more content with just laying there, scratching my thighs on the couch. But when I'm by myself at the house, that's when I'm like the most productive. Get stuff done. The house is clean. I like that feeling. So as far as cleaning up, that's always a solo mission for me.
All right. Juan Soto, hopefully tomorrow he starts doing something with people on base. We are 75% through the baseball season, which is insane. So getting ready for baseball playoffs and, more importantly, getting ready for the kickoff of the NFL season, 25 days away. Now, Danny, every year I purposely don't look because I want to be surprised and I want to have a good laugh with you guys. USA Today. The old newspaper, they put under your doorstep at the Holiday Inn Express.
Who? What?
The old newspaper. USA Today.
Do they still do that?
In my pocket.
They leave it at the hotel?
I can only imagine where else.
I feel like I haven't seen it. You and I travel all the time. I haven't seen it in a minute.
So they do their annual football predictions, and they're usually a little wild. Like, they'll come up with some crazy predictions. And I say that because last year, notably, they said the Jets and Aaron Rodgers would win the Super Bowl.
That's just stupid.
Well, I mean, it wasn't. Was it that crazy last year? Maybe it was a little. We'll go over this year's. list, and we'll make some of our own fun predictions and see where we're at. Next, right here, Covino and Rich in for the great Dan Patrick on Fox Sports Radio.
Now, what does feeling safe at home really mean to you?
It's a good question.
And you, for a long time, I thought it was enough to have good locks and maybe an alarm that would, make a lot of noise if someone actually broke in. But after people close to us have been broken into, we realized that true security takes more. A system that works to prevent that break-in, that violation of your space from ever happening in the first place.
That's why we trust Simply Safe to protect homes and families. It's about security that is proactive, not just reactive. I know there's a neighborhood chat. Even if you live in a neighborhood that you think is safe, it's never too you're never too safe, especially if you got little kids and you've got a lot at stake. You don't want to leave yourself vulnerable.
I mean, you never want to feel violated. That's a violating feeling.
AI-powered cameras, live monitoring agents detecting suspicious activity around your property. 4 million plus Americans trust Simply Safe, ranked #1 in customer service by Newsweek and USA Today.
Monitoring plans start around $1 a day. No contracts, no hidden fees. 60-day money-back guarantee. So visit simplysafedan.com to claim 50% off a new system with a professional monitoring plan and get your first month free.
That's simplysafedan.com. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking
joking.
Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best.
You were dating some girl, and you were like,
Hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense.
her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the funk.
We're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar? Yeah. Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there. And I like point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy? I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
Oh, crap. Here I go again.
Oh, crap. By the way, Iowa Sam is playing White Snake, Here I Go Again, like a drifter. I was born to walk alone, like a rebel, a loner, Dottie.
Oh, crap. Here I go again.
And we were just wrapping up solo missions. But do you know
Oh, crap. There I go
the
again.
original lyric to this song? Here's a little fun fact before Danny G gives us the USA Today 2025 NFL projections. Covino and Rich in for Dan Patrick. The original lyric was, like a hobo, I was born to walk alone. I swear to God.
That's true. There's the original cut of that song, and they changed it because they thought drifter was a little nicer than hobo.
It's just
Hobo.
Well-dressed hobo.
like a hobo, I was born to walk alone. Like a hobo. That's so stupid sounding.
Hobo.
I'm so glad they made that change.
Who's your favorite hobo?
Hobo Williams. Remember the guy, the hobo with the golden voice?
You know you love it.
His name was Ted Williams, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Not the baseball player, the hobo. And you know
he went
love
viral
it.
like 10 years ago.
Yeah, you remember that
Yeah,
guy?
he stood by an exit ramp of a highway.
And then he went on to do like Kraft macaroni and cheese commercials.
And you know you love
He
it.
had the golden voice.
Yeah.
You know you love it.
Like a hobo.
He was
born to walk alone.
Born to walk alone. All right. Danny G, every year, USA Today throws us for a loop.
No, USA.
I don't know if they're going to throw us for a loop this year because I didn't peek at this. I was like, I want to be surprised. So, Danny, take it away, buddy. What do we got?
All right, let's start in the AFC South. Of course, the Colts, Titans, Jags, Texans. Where do you think they went with their predictions?
Where do I think the USA Today went with the South? I think the obvious thing would be to say, well, likely the Texans. They're not a Super Bowl team, but they will win that division. So I feel like USA Today is. Are we going to say they're going Texans Cove or what?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Good call. They have them winning the division at 10-7.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, and everyone else in that division, moderately, maybe under 500.
Yeah, exactly. Under 500 for the Jags, 8-9. Titans they have at 5-12. Colts rounding out the division at 4-13.
Wow, so they think just by default that Houston's the only winning team in that division. Okay, so far no surprises.
No surprises so far. We'll go to the AFC East. Got the Dolphins, Jets, Pats, Bills.
Easy breezy Bills.
Easy breezy summer girl. I think they probably got the Bills at like 12-5 or 13-4.
Yep.
They have
Wow, your money.
Really?
13-4.
And he's so money, he doesn't even know it.
Yeah.
Kids today don't know how much we overused that reference in the 90s and 2000s.
That's the most dated reference.
You're so moneyed and you don't even know.
I just took the whole Fox Sports Radio Nation back to 1996.
But who are they predicting to come in second place in the AFC
All right,
East?
hold on. Good one.
They're being all sexy with their Patriots are really turning things around, I bet.
Oh, well, at least enough to be in second place at 8-9.
Okay.
But so far, you're right on.
So they have no faith in Justin Fields, huh?
Nah, they have the Jets at 7-10 and the Dolphins at 5-12.
So they had the Jets winning it all last year to 7-10 this year. Okay. We're going again. USA
Justin Fields,
Today
huh?
projections.
All right, now we'll move to the AFC West. All right, so what do you guys think? Raiders, Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos?
Oh, they're USA Today. They're going to be a little crazy essay.
I think so too. I think this is where they're trying to get controversial, like most lists are made, with Denver winning it all.
Oh no, I think they think Harbaugh does it.
Really?
I feel like
Chargers.
I feel like they're going against. I think they're going against the Chiefs for fun.
Score one for Covino here. They have the Broncos winning the division at 12-5.
Do they have the Chargers or KC with a winning record.
They have the Raiders at 11-6. No, I'm kidding. They have the in my wildest dreams. They have the Chiefs at 11-6.
Okay.
And then
remember how high everyone's talking on Bo Nix? So I guess.
And between the Chargers and Raiders, how do you think they round out the AFC West?
They probably have the Chargers at like 9-8.
Yeah, 9-8 exactly for the Chargers. Okay. They say the Raiders win 5 games, 5-12. Let's hope that's wrong. All right, AFC North. Got the Browns, Bengals, Steelers, Ravens.
See, this is the tough one because no one, expert or total amateur, this other than Cleveland being in last place, I think they're going to go Cincinnati. I bet Cincinnati, Baltimore, and Pittsburgh are all teams that people believe could be playoff caliber.
It's either Bengals or Ravens. Let's pick one.
I think they're going to say it's Joe Burrow's year. All right. What do you think?
You should have went with Covino. They got the Ravens at 14-3, winning the division.
Damn, 14-3. Do they have Joe Burrow making a little wild card run or what?
They have the Bengals just a game above 500, 9-8 in third place. The Steelers they have coming in second place with an 11-6 record.
Man, that's a little generous too, though. I'm thinking 10 wins for the Steelers.
And then you were right about the Browns as usual, 3-14 they predict.
All right, so your AFC is nothing
crazy there.
Browns are going to be the worst team with the most coverage.
And I'll get to their postseason picks at the end.
Okay.
We'll move to the NFC now. NFC South, of course, the Saints, Falcons, Panthers, Bucks.
I think they're going to go. Ooh, you're a big Baker guy, Covino.
Yeah, sticking with it.
And while they are probably the best team in that division, still, there's going to be a sentiment that Carolina really takes it to a new level this year. I think their weird, crazy pick is that Carolina somehow emerges.
Well, they have the Panthers at 8-9. Coming in second place, you're right, Covino. They have the Bucks at 9-8, topping the division. The Falcons, they say 7-10. Saints 2-15.
Damn. So they feel like the winner of that division is 9-8, huh?
Yeah. All right, we'll go to the NFC West. Rich, of course, your Niners are in that division with the Seahawks, Cardinals, and Rams.
Anyone that doesn't believe the 49ers win this division, I think might as well be doing crack with Hobo Williams on the side of the road because
Fool's talk. Yeah, it's got to be the 49ers.
That's Drifter Williams.
I mean, with especially
they changed it to Drifter Williams.
If you're with Drifter Williams, I look at it this way. With Matthew Stafford banged up already, the guy we were talking about epidurals last week. He's in pain the way a woman giving birth is in pain.
Say it with confidence. It's the 49ers.
It's the 49ers, no diggity, no doubt. And my other thought is that anyone that thinks otherwise is
Final
a damn
answer.
fool. And
Final
you know
answer.
the quarterback? It's the weakest division for quarterbacks, which is why Brock Purdy will emerge. Because if Stafford's not playing, it's Jimmy Garoppolo, Kyler Murray, and who? My redheaded Sam Darnold.
They do have the Niners atop the NFC West at 11-6, but tied at the top with another team at 11-6.
Yeah, they get the Rams probably.
They have the Rams tied with the Niners, and then the Cardinals at 9-8, and then the Seahawks also at 9-8. So they got They got double ties there in the NFC West.
They think this is a all teams over 500 division.
They do.
Huh?
Yep. All right, we'll move to the NFC East with our Super Bowl champion Eagles, Giants, Cowboys, Commanders.
All right, USA Today always has to do something a little wild because otherwise, who would care?
No. My final answer: Eagles, Commanders, Cowboys, Giants.
I think they're going crazy and be like, Cowboys, man. I bet you they have something preposterous like Cowboys win the division.
Yeah, they have the Eagles winning the division at 12-5, keeping it boring. Commanders at 10-7. Cowboys a game above 500 at 9-8, and the Giants they're saying 2-15. They got no love for Jackson Dart and the Giants.
Yeah, well, you know, that would mean. I mean, listen,
the Giants are going to win more than 2 games. Come on.
I'm not putting this crazy faith in Russ or Dable or anything going on there, but two wins is like that's awful. Like 2-15 is like.
Here's a hot
beyond
take.
bad.
Tommy Cutlets has one of the wins. That's my hot take.
That's your hot take?
Yeah.
And
he has one of their 2 wins.
All right, we'll move to the NFC North. Of course, Chicago, the Vikings, Lions, and Packers.
Oh, my. Again, this is one of those divisions where I think there's people in the preseason making cases for all of them. And unless they've gone very conservative, not outlandish, they might say, like, the Bears emerged and Caleb Williams takes it to the next level. But my guess is they think the Lions are still number one.
What do you think, Covino?
Agreed, yeah.
They predict the Packers.
Wow.
Oh, man, okay.
To win the
Jordan
NFC
Love.
North at 12-5. They have the Lions coming in second with 11-6 at 11-6. Then the Vikings at 9-8, and they have Chicago in last place at 7-10.
Still trying to get there. And now
and
the
then
postseason.
do you just want the Super Bowl picks?
Yeah, I want to say. So they have the Super Bowl winner and loser?
Yes. Super Bowl 60 in Santa Clara, California.
I bet you they
Very
have
alliterative. Super Bowl 60 in Santa Clara.
Bills over Packers.
What do you think, Cove?
Based on what they've said. Bills over.
I know. Yeah, it's got to be the Bills.
Eagles over Broncos. I don't know.
Bills over Packers, you're thinking?
Well, based on what they've said. Based on their prediction.
I don't believe the Packers. Bills over the Lions.
Okay. USA Today Sports predicts it will be the Ravens defeating the Packers.
Ravens-Packers.
Wow.
That could be a good one.
So nothing too crazy this year from their list.
Yeah, I wasn't going with their list anyway. I'm not buying into that. I don't think the Packers are going to be better than the Lions. But, man, wait, so what do they got again? The Bills over the Packers?
No, they have the Ravens defeating the Packers.
Ravens over the Packers? And you know you love it. So, congrats to Baltimore.
I have a question for you guys.
You know what? At least it's not as bad as last year. That's believable.
Their championship games, by the way, they have the Ravens defeating the Chiefs and the Packers defeating the Rams.
Stafford's such a big factor there. Otherwise, you got Jimmy G. He's the most handsome guy, but I don't know if Jimmy G is taking another team to an NFC championship game. That seems unlikely. I will ask you this one question before we move on.
But hold on. Let's at least acknowledge that USA Today put out a pretty decent prediction as opposed to last year, which I think last year was like they were messing with us. Ravens, Packers, that's believable.
Is there – this is a conversation for another day, but off the top of the dome right now, is there a team –
You going to ask me to freestyle?
Yeah, right now, like you're Harry Mack.
Too early.
Off the top of the dome.
Top of the dome like Harry Mack? I don't know.
Well, I'll give you a word.
That's a lot of pressure.
Start freestyle rapping right now. Is there a team that didn't make it last year? Because we always joke, and you make fun of me because I overuse the word parity. The parity in the league, and how every year half the teams that made the playoffs the year before don't make it. Who makes the playoffs this year that didn't make it last year?
I feel like you have an answer.
I think my answer.
Who turned it around
I
the
think
most?
The two teams I feel like are back in the mix. 49ers and the Bengals. I think the narrative that the Bengals start slow will change this year, and
we already said Joe Burrow taking snaps, having a preseason, getting a head start.
You know what? Watching
that helps.
Watching quarterback Covino made me realize how many tough losses. It had been lost on me, Danny, how early in the year, how many tough losses that Bengals team had.
Real tough losses.
And
they could have went either way.
And they were fighting. They could very easily have been 3-0 instead of 0-3 last year.
I like your answer.
So I think the Bengals and the 49ers, who were just banged up, no McCaffrey, no Kittle. There was a lot of injuries last year. Trent Williams was banged up. So I think Niners in a weak-ass NFC West and the Bengals, those are the two teams that I feel like are, re-emerging in the playoffs this year.
So your thoughts on the USA Today 2025 NFL projections? We're 25 days away, and we're going to talk Disney adults next. And I'm going to tell you the best rides out there.
I know you just came back.
I just came back. Rich and I back from vacation in for Dan Patrick, Covino, and Rich. And for over 40 years, Tire Rack has been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Ship fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation.
Yeah.
TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
And let's talk about sleep number beds. I have one. You have one. Our video guy, Spotty, you have a sleep number bed. Said it helped after your surgery, getting in and out.
I love mine. My sleep number is 75, so I like it kind of firm. And I have that option that if I'm snoring, you just hit the little button and lifts you up.
You know, your girlfriend hits the button, lifts you up, and stops your snoring ass.
And it keeps track of your sleep IQ. Better sleep than ever with my sleep number bed, man. I love it.
I got I believe the i9, right?
I think you have the I-8. Unless you got an upgrade, and I didn't.
They like me more than you. But yeah, the I-8. I got the one with the split down the middle, where my wife and I could be elevated at different levels, which is a great feature. They have the cooling, the little cooling or the heater for the feet, which is great. So lots of great options at Sleep Number. I'm a big fan. We've had them for years. And when you travel, that's when you sort of miss it, right? You're randomly somewhere else.
Well, usually you go to a hotel and you love their bed and their bedding. Like, oh, why can't my bed feel like the hotel bed? No, if you have a Sleep Number bed, your bed is always better than the hotel bed.
Which is
you
crazy.
Miss it. Yeah. So it's the opposite. I love my Sleep Number bed.
So again, all about Sleep Number. Head to sleepnumber.com for more stuff.
Oh, crap. There I go again.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio.
When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking
joking.
Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best.
You were dating some girl, and you were like,
Hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense.
her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the funk.
we're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there. And I like point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy? I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all's show. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct, 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it.
It's just me, myself, and I. And Rich Davis, and Danny G, and Sam, and Spot.
What's up, man?
You, Dan Patrick Nation. Covino and Rich. In for DP on Fox Sports Radio. And we'll be here tomorrow, Wednesday, and Friday. But normally we're on Monday through Friday, 5 to 7 on the East. Just search Covino and Rich. And again, our new YouTube channel. Get on it. Let's get some people following. We have a brand new. Today is the debut of our YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/@Covino and Rich FSR. @Covino and Rich FSR on YouTube to watch us streaming live. Again, from Fox Sports Radio studio. After the show, the podcast goes up. And if you miss any of the show, listen to the podcast. Search Covino and Rich, Covino and Rich, wherever you get your podcasts. Be sure to follow, rate, and review the podcast. Rate it 5 stars. We appreciate that. So, I'm Steve Covino. It was my birthday weekend. And I went east just to visit the fam before school starts.
Yeah.
This coming week here in Los Angeles.
By the way, speaking of school starting,
yeah,
this week, like you said, out here in L.A., I always felt it made more sense after Labor Day. I know they do that in New York and the East Coast.
Yeah, it feels way too early.
It's too early.
I mean, they end a little earlier,
but
too.
What I am saying and what I am seeing, I have to start by saying no creepo. No creepo. You know I get really excited every year for the NFL schedule releases.
Oh, wait. No creepo is like saying no offense.
When you're about to say something, yeah.
So something creepy is about to be said.
You know how I love those NFL schedule release videos where all the social media teams, every NFL team, and it happens, months ago when they released the schedule. You know what I'm seeing more and more of, and they did not do this when we were in college? Every hot sorority does like some dance video. Have you seen these floating around social media? Like every sorority. Spot, you've seen it, right? Oh, yeah. Every hot sorority, like Alpha Phi at Arizona or something. And they do like some
Rich is a big fan of I Felt a Thigh.
Huge fan. But yeah, look out for those. You're going to see those all over your feed. Or maybe not. Maybe it's just mine. Continue.
I haven't seen any of them.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because my algorithm doesn't work that way.
I'm sorry. Your algorithm is all Anthony Volpe. How embarrassing.
It's the Volpedo. So I was in Disney, and I'm going to tell you my experience. I haven't been to Disney World in a minute. We live in Los Angeles, so we've been to Disneyland. It's close by. Disney World is a whole other experience. It's massive.
It's in Florida.
But speaking of Florida, it is in Florida.
Don't say.
You know how you know, though, Sam?
Disneyland.
Because you'd be surprised how many
California.
bozos don't know it. World, O-R-L. World, O-R-L, Orlando.
Yes.
Disneyland, L-A, L-A-N-D, land, L-A.
Whoa.
But people still don't know. Like,
I read that social media made that up.
Social media made that up. I'm
Probably
not saying that's not why. I'm saying that's a way to remember it because people always mess it up. And Disney.
I think if you can't remember just naturally, you're an idiot.
People do not know the difference.
I don't need to go, world.
People don't know. You think people know? They don't.
Orlando.
And in Orlando, it's Cinderella's
Disney Orlando.
castle. In L.A., it's Sleeping Beauty's castle. A little tiny, cute, quaint little castle. So there's a big difference between the land and the world. And I'll tell you my experience. I want you to know I went there with my daughter. It was sort of a personal triumph because I've been trying to take my daughter since she was like 7 years old. I never got to take her. She's going to be 16 in November, and she was down to go. So I'm like, let's go. Cross it off Dad's bucket list. And I wanted to have like a dad-daughter sort of bonding thing. We had a blast, dude, and I was finally able to take her. So again, I didn't roll solo because I'm not a Disney adult. I went with my kid. I didn't go with just, another adult. I went with my kid, even though she's a teenager. Bubba the Love Sponge, who lives out there in Florida, our old pal Bubba, went on a bit of a rant about Disney adults.
Let's hear Bubba the Love Sponge.
They are the most pathetic human beings on the earth.
First of all,
they're the ones that make Disney not fun.
They're weird. I mean, like
super weird.
It's designed for children.
Yes.
It's targeted for kids and not for childless adults. If you're an adult that goes to Disney without a child, they need to check your hard drive. I'm just telling you right now, you are weird.
You're weird, and they clog everything up. So the kids get to wait an hour to meet a character because some 40-year-old has to. They'll break down crying.
on a scooter.
Hug a
40-year-old
wants to hug Tigger.
Right.
I mean, give me a break.
And
you
poor
freaking
Tigger,
losers.
and then poor Tigger's got a complete different mindset after that 390-pound greasy pig just hugged him. You think he's giving his full attention to little Sammy? No, he's like, oh my God, I just got accosted by a 400-pound pig. I wanted to see that little 7-year-old and say hi to her because that's who my character is supposed to be liked by, not some 400-pound grease belly pig.
Damn, now, I'm not as harsh as Bubba here. And by the way, it's good to hear Bubba's voice. Bubba the Love Sponge.
Old radio pal of ours.
Old pal. Talking about Disney adults. I feel like if you're going with your wife for a nice day, there's no shame in that. Better to bring a kid. Like you said, Rich, earlier about the movies. Borrow a kid. You got a nephew? Bring him. He would love to go. What are your thoughts on Disney adults? Because I saw some weirdos out there.
Well, now,
I did.
But then I also, you know what I need for us to do coming up? Define Disney adult, because you just said, well, if you go with your wife, does that still make you a Disney adult if you go with your husband or wife? I don't know.
All right, and I'll give you the top rides from my experience, and we'll play some games and give away prizes and talk about Derek Jeter.
Jeter? Can't wait. You love Jeter. And we'll go over some more NFLs. We are 25 days away from the NFL season. More Covino and Rich in for Dan Patrick, Fox Sports Radio.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio.
When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking
joking.
Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best.
You were dating some girl, and you were like, hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense. Her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the fun.
we're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there. And I point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all's show. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct, 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it.
The defending Super Bowl champion Eagles are awaiting word on an injury to one of their key players. Guard Landon Dickerson went down during practice yesterday. He's got a leg injury. The three-time Pro Bowler had to be carted off the field. The D-backs made franchise history in yesterday's win over the Rockies. It banged out 9 straight 2-out hits during an 8-run fifth inning. Manager Torey Lovello says they cashed in on their chances.
That's what good teams are able to do when they can capitalize on some of the opponent's mistakes and put up 8 runs. You know you're doing a lot right.
Elsewhere, the Mets' free fall continues. They were swept by the Brewers Sunday. New York's lost 7 in a row while the Brewers are on a 9-game win streak. Mariners catcher Cal Raleigh, he hit his MLB-leading 45th homer in Seattle's 7th straight win yesterday. Panthers forward Matthew Tkachuk, he's undecided on surgery for a torn adductor and sports hernia. He'd be sidelined for at least 2 months if he has the procedure. And Justin Rose earned his 12th career PGA Tour victory. He won the FedEx St. Jude Championship in a 3-hole playoff. And that's sports. I'm Scott Davidson.
DP. Dan Patrick. Welcome to the Dan Patrick Show.
We are the most unathletically decorated show in radio history, I think.
America's most revered sports talk show.
Respect the position that you have.
But today, Dan Patrick and the 4 Danettes are not here. So sitting in for Dan Patrick and hosting the Dan Patrick Show, here's Steve Covino and Rich Davis.
And you know you love it.
I hope so. Covino and Rich in for DP on Fox Sports Radio, the great Dan Patrick.
Yeah. Well, if you don't love it, pretend like you do. And let's have a great day. Let's have a great week. Happy to be here. Hope you had a nice weekend. Hope you celebrated my birthday weekend, bro.
Hopefully you had a Shedeur Sanders, everyone's sort of talking about you type of weekend. Hopefully you had a little type of weekend, hitting 70-yard field goals.
Or how about a late-breaking news Dana White sort of weekend?
This is big.
UFC has agreed to a 7-year, $7.7 billion exclusive U.S. media rights deal with Paramount. $7.7 billion. What?
Billions.
I can't even believe that. Beginning in 2026, all UFC events will stream on Paramount Plus, with select events also airing on CBS. So
billions.
Dana White making money moves with Paramount Plus.
Does that mean I can keep
billions and billions and billions and billions
and billions and billions? Does that mean I can keep Paramount Plus after Dexter is done?
Yeah. If you want to watch some UFC. Right now, Covino and Rich in for Dan Patrick live on the Fox Sports Radio studios. And we're excited to announce our brand new YouTube channel at youtube.com/@Covino and Rich FSR. So it debuts today. We're streaming live. You could watch the simulcast. Hi. Hey. I'm the guy with the Yankee hat on. Covino here.
They see your mouth moving.
YouTube.com/@Covino and Rich FSR. So please.
I was unaware there had to be an @ symbol. So again,
yeah.
YouTube.com/@Covino and Rich FSR. Hey, if you do anything today and you want to be nice, give us a subscription. Give us a follow. It's free. Just go there and click subscribe to the channel.
Now we'll talk a little football, some baseball this hour. Did Jeter misstep over the weekend? Did Mariano Rivera misstep over the weekend? We'll explain. And we'll play Last One Standing. So lots to get to here on the show. The number is 877-99 on Fox, in for Dan Patrick. Like I said, just got back from Disney. Went to the East Coast to see the fam. Brought my daughter with me. And then went from Jersey, Union, New Jersey, to Disney World. And I also met with some family, Rich. I met with some family
That's nice.
in Florida. So I saw my cousins. I saw my cousin Anthony, by the way. And I always tell him, do you listen to me on Fox Sports Radio? He's like, nah, man, Monsters in the Morning, bro.
What's that?
A show that preempts us or whatever. He's like, Monsters in the Morning, bro. And I'm like, well, then you better listen to us filling in for Dan Patrick then. He swears by Monsters in the Morning. I'm like, yeah, but you realize your cousin is on Fox Sports Radio.
He likes some other guy.
Monsters in the Morning.
Why are you giving I don't even know who that is.
I'll shout him out. I hear they're great.
It's like how Steph Curry's son said his favorite player is LeBron.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, but So hopefully he's tuning in because we're on for DP right now.
So,
but it was great to see family. It was great to be at Disney World. I had a great time.
Remember, Dave Chappelle talks about how his son loves Kevin Hart, not him. Happens.
Dude, all he talked about was Monsters in the Morning.
Well, you're talking about him way too much. I've never heard of these jabronis.
Rich is feeling the heat.
I'm going to look him up. Who are these guys?
Rich is feeling the heat. Yeah, no, I heard they're fantastic. They've been doing it a long time. Rich is feeling it. So anyway.
From Monsters University, right?
Yeah, we welcome, from MU.
So it's Mike
We
Zabowski,
welcome everybody, and including my cousin.
I don't know if I want your cousin.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, he didn't care about my show,
I don't know
man.
fair weather crap.
Yeah, I'm a regular caller on their show. I'm like, how about your cousins? So he has to hear us now. Now, before we talk about Disney adults, we'll play that clip again. Do you want to hear my top 5 rides?
I do. I don't even think we need to play the Bubba clip again. He just said adult Disney goers are fat and gross, and he made fun of them.
And weird.
weirdos.
Yeah, what do you think of Disney adults? 877-99 on Fox, 877-99 on Fox. I did see a lot of weirdos. There's like a specific type of person where you're like, are they here like by themselves? I was there with my teenage daughter. I don't think you're weird if you go as a couple. I don't. I think you're weird if you act weird. Like, you could tell who's you're a little overboard with your Disney love.
But then define what is a Disney adult. And do we give exceptions for attractive women? Because there are women that go to Disney a lot.
And they dress a little inappropriate, I'm not going to lie.
And, just because you're a hot chick and you put on some bunny ears.
Those are mouse
place.
ears, yeah.
Wrong place. Sorry.
Wait, there's no grotto at Disneyland?
If you put on mouse ears, but you go all the time, does that make it any better? I don't know.
How about if you're a man wearing those mouse ears? I think that's a little weird. I don't know. Danny G, you love Disney. Do you wear the ears?
I like Disneyland. I don't love it as much as my better half does, but no, there's no way in hell I'm going to be caught with any silly thing on my head. Or the most I do, I have a Goofy shirt, or I'm sorry, a Pluto shirt, and it says, "What up, dog?"
Yeah,
that's
look,
it. And
rocking a shirt, that's not a crime. I have a Mickey Mouse shirt. I rocked it. There's no crime in that.
They have some cool old school Mickey Mouse shirts, which look cool.
Agreed. But is it a place for kids, or is it a place for adults to be kids and remember their childhoods and have a great time?
I think I have my answer, and then we'll take your feedback.
Sure.
Because think about it. Every time someone wins a Super Bowl or a big event, what do?
Going to Disney World.
Going to Disney World. They should follow up with my family.
With my family. Take my kids to Disney World.
Yeah, because otherwise you're just a grown-ass man or woman going to Disney.
Do you think there's some people listening, though, that don't realize that there's like a subculture of Disney adults? Look, if you haven't been there in a minute, there's a lot, and they travel in packs, and
you know what they do?
They're taking up space for kids. It is a thing. It's a real thing.
I never want to insult someone's hobby or what they do, because they could say the same about a sports fan, like, you travel around and follow and watch your team. I just love Disney. I get it. People have their own likes, but there's a lot of Disney adults that collect like pins or different things. I think if you're an adult and you go once a year or every few years.
Hey, I have a pin collection. Not Disney pins, though.
You would.
Yeah, I have mini collections, though.
Yo, Rich, you're right. It's the adults who push the kids out of the way.
It's
and they have like croc giblets of like Goofy, Minnie, and Mickey.
It's not hey, every few years, I take a day and my wife and I go to downtown Disney, or we go to Epcot and drink around the world, or hey, every so often, every couple years, I'll go to Disney. I like rides. That's one thing. If you own a lot of gear, you're collecting pins, you're taking your picture with all the characters, taking up spaces in line where kids should be doing that. I just took my kids to Universal recently, and my kids took a picture with one of the little minions. I had to wait an extra 5 minutes or so because in that line, mixed in, was like a bunch of grown-ups.
Yeah.
Get out of my way. I need a picture with the minions.
I saw, last time I was at Disneyland in Anaheim, California, I saw a grown adult getting an autograph from a character in one of those stupid little autograph books.
Oh, my God.
It's sort of pathetic. It really is.
So I feel like you have to ask yourself, would you and your significant other, as adults...
Wait, was it authenticated by Starter Sports? This is an authentic Goofy.
Ken Golden's going to auction.
Ken Golden.
Rich, would you and your wife, Rich, go to Chuck E. Cheese by yourselves?
No, I think if a grown person goes to Chuck E. Cheese, there should be a warrant out for them.
That's the thing. Yeah, it's like we said before, if you go to a child's movie without a child by yourself, that's weird. So a bunch of grown-ups going to Disney.
If it's close by to where you live, like my wife and I, we've gone there to go to downtown Disney, and we've gone into the park just for dinner. We've walked around, saw a couple of shows. We didn't get in any of the lines, though, to go on rides because our kids weren't with us.
That's another exception, Danny. And again, I'm not making exceptions just when they apply to me. I know that's usually a common thing people do. Like, I'll make an exception if it applies to me. But
yeah, but
if
you know your own creep factor.
Yeah,
Rich.
if you live in Orlando or Southern California and the park is local, where you might have an annual pass, or the cost of an annual pass is like 2 visits, so you're like, yeah, I might as well. And I get that, but if you're traveling to Disney parks around the world as an adult, I think there is something a little interesting. Like you're I don't know.
I think there's a certain look that really gets to me. If you're an adult and you appreciate Disney, I'm an adult. I appreciate Disney. I'd go with my girlfriend without a kid. I think because I know I'm not a creep, right? I'm a dad. I'm not a creep. I'm a good dude. I think you could go and have a good time, but be like a normal adult. You don't need Tigger's autograph.
You know
and don't get in the way of kids from having a good time. They come priority. They're first.
I'll give you a sports analogy. You know, you can look at a guy sometimes and tell whether or not he is athletic. Like you could. We always have the test. Like give a guy a football or a baseball and be, hey, toss me that ball, and you could immediately sort of size up if he played sports as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
You could put an adult in front of me, and I could tell you if they're a Disney adult. Like I feel like I could look at him and be like, yeah, that is.
Yeah. Okay. So
you don't think so?
What do you think? Well, yeah. There's a specific. I saw a lot of them. What do you think of Disney adults? It's a huge and growing subculture. They're getting in the way of kids and families having fun. While we take your phone calls, a lot of people calling for this, by the way.
I love it.
877-99 on Fox, and we'll get back to baseball and football for sure. But I just came back from Disney. Here are my top rides because it's been a minute. You still got this impression maybe that Space Mountain is the bee's knees. It's not. It's like the weakest.
I recently took my kids to Disneyland, which I know is just a fraction of the size of Disney World. But out here in L.A., between the Cars attraction and the new Star Wars stuff, all the old school stuff that you remember as a kid, like Splash Mountain or Space Mountain, that stuff is bunk in comparison now.
Hey, the teacups are cool. Carousel of Progress is fantastic. All these things we grew up going on. Peter Pan's Flight, that thing's from the early 60s.
I know you and I disagree on one thing.
It hasn't been updated.
I know you and I disagree on one thing. I think any 1 minute is too many minutes wasting your time on, like, It's a Small World.
Yeah, I went on that too.
It's like just a waste of time.
It is sweet, but let me tell you the new ones. These are my top, and then we'll move on. And I'll start with my honorable mention, okay? Honorable mention, if you guys have done the Disney experience in the past few years, Disneyworld. So these are all the parks.
Okay.
Tron was great. You ever go on it? Great. It was great, but it's my honorable mention. But Tron, movie I never really cared for, the ride, smooth like butter. Sweet roller coaster, loved it. All right. The Forbidden Mountain Yeti roller coaster makes my tops.
The Yeti?
The Yeti roller coaster, Forbidden Mountain. I went on it twice, bro. If I went on it twice, you know I loved it.
You better spice up this conversation. Drew in Nashville hit us up, and he said that Monsters in the Morning are whooping us right now.
Oh, man. They're owning us. I know.
Oh, dude.
Told you, man.
Yeah, but they're not giving away free IOUs coming up in 20 minutes.
Yeah, we're giving away prizes coming up.
Right.
Now.
All right. You're going to say, really, Covino? You were just hating on Disney adults.
Yeah.
You know what the most charming, impressive, family-friendly, ridiculously awesome new and improved ride was?
What's that?
It's called Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
Oh, yeah. They have that in Anaheim.
Dude, do they?
Oh, yeah. It's so good.
Oh, my God. Yo, Rich, I was blown away. Like, this is where kiddie rides are going.
Yes. My
like,
2-year-old loves that ride.
It's like you're inside a cartoon. It's amazing.
Okay, I believe you.
So Danny's 2-year-old and me, 40-something-year-old, love that. I was so impressed by that ride, dude. I was like, now that's a kiddie ride that I'm all about. That was, dude, it was the coolest thing I'd ever experienced. So Minnie and Mickey's Runaway Railway, unbelievable. Then coming in at number 2.
Ooh, number 2.
Number 2.
And you're going to be like, number 2? Sometimes a good number 2 is better than a number 1.
I've heard that.
Star Wars Rise of the Resistance. Everybody talks about it, but it's like 3 rides in one. It's like you're in the movie.
Yeah,
it's wild.
If it's similar enough to the one out here in California, it is. There's effects that happen on the ride. You're like, how'd they do that? Am I in the movie?
Amazing. Rise of the Resistance. I was like, what? And
Jedi.
the cast members are in character and they're yelling at you, and you're like, oh, the stormtroopers are going to get me. It was amazing, dude. I loved it.
Would your 16-year-old daughter agree with your list?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
yeah. And we had a blast, dude. We had an absolute blast. And she's like a big ride connoisseur, and I think everybody loves rides, and we don't talk about them enough. Again, Space Mountain, yesterday's news. The greatest ride I've ever been on.
The Great Space Coaster.
Nope.
Oh.
And it's not the roller coaster of love. Coming in at number 1, by far, no diggity, no doubt about it, the Guardians of the Galaxy roller coaster. It was insane. It was like floating through a dream. Like you're in outer space. I'm not even a fan of the movie or the franchise. It was amazing, Rich. If you're going, you got to go on that.
Well,
it was, I don't care what the wait is. It was insane.
Out here on the west side, Disneyland, they changed Tower of Terror. Remember the ride that would just drop?
It's still in Disneyworld.
Based on
the Twilight Zone.
Twilight Zone. In Orlando, is it still based on the Twilight Zone? Here in Los Angeles, Danny, I'm sure you've seen, they made that into the Guardians of the Galaxy ride. So you're with, what is it, the little Groot and the little raccoon and all that, and what is the raccoon's name again? Spot? What do you mean you're not playing this game?
You should know this. Let me see a picture of him. I want to see if I could raccoonize him.
Rocky Raccoon? No,
Is
that's
it
something else.
Rocket, isn't it?
Rocket. Yeah.
Well,
Well, you're following
I was
him,
close at
and
least.
it's the Guardians of the Galaxy ride has taken over the Twilight Zone.
Guardians of the Galaxy. It's not what I'm talking about, so don't confuse the conversation. Cosmic Rewind, the roller coaster in Orlando, was by far, leaps and bounds, the greatest roller coaster and ride I've ever been on. I'm here to announce it number 1 today on the countdown.
All right.
Now,
Disney-
based on that, Disney adults.
Disney adults, let's go to Burbank and Mike. What's up, Mike?
What's up, guys? Good morning.
What's up, man?
Hey, well, actually, I'm in Irvine, not Burbank.
Oh,
but,
what's up,
you know,
Irvine?
We're like 20 minutes away from Disneyland, so we've had passes for years. You know, we go with our daughter. When we like to go, me and my wife like to go a lot on our own. And like you guys said, man, we like to go have some dinner, go to California because that's the park where you can drink, have a couple drinks, get on a ride, and go home. But, you know, when we go with our daughter, we like to stay for, you know, maybe 3, 4, 5 hours, a little bit longer. But it is creepy seeing, you know, grown-ups dressed up, you know, with their...
That's the thing.
I think, Mike...
That's it, really.
Mike can point it out.
They're dressed up. It's like, really, dude? You're like, your Mickey Mouse Crocs on. And you're like, come on, bro. Really?
But NFL fans paint their faces. They dress up for games.
Yeah, but
That's a
you
good
know
point.
what? But you know what, Danny?
I don't, Danny.
That's a difference.
I know. I don't either.
But you just made a great point without even realizing it. The fan that paints their face and has a beer helmet on and looks like an idiot and doesn't realize it, that's the equivalent of a Disney adult. They realize that, like...
So you say they're taking it too far.
There's like a normal person.
There's a right and wrong way. Throw on your...
You're
Don't
overly
you-
passionate.
I was going to say, you don't appreciate passion?
Yo, throw on your jersey, have a couple drinks, have some food, and call it a day. It's like the guy that paints his face, or... Remember those guys that dressed up like astronauts and went to the Astros game?
Yes. But they're kind of funny. It was funny.
It's kind of funny, but it's like that's the
fanatical
same.
fans.
Yeah, okay. Let's go to John in L.A. What's up, John?
How you doing, guys?
What's up?
So my son was 4 or 5 at the time. We go down to Disney quite a bit. You know, you can stand in line and meet Mickey Mouse, right? At Mickey Mouse at his house in the little kid part. So we wait in line for 20, 30 minutes, maybe 40. By the time we finally get in there is 10 people to meet Mickey Mouse, and my son is the only child. He's 4 years old. I'm looking around going, what is the matter with you people?
You're probably thinking like Sebastian Maniscalco. Aren't you
It was unbelievable.
embarrassed?
It was an old lady and her daughter who was older than me dressed as Mickey Mouse giving him a birthday present. I'm like, that's a 15-year-old in a suit, dude.
Yeah, like it's weird behavior, man.
That's odd. And I think that, I don't know what it is, and I'm not trying to judge, but it's more odd than the guy painting his face at the football game. I do. I find it to be a little more odd.
I think they're equal odd.
Really?
Equal extreme behavior.
I think you're being a crazy sports fan is a little cooler than being like a crazy Mickey Mouse guy.
Depends to me and you maybe, but depends on who you ask. Ken and Penn, what's up, man? Ken.
Yo, Ken A.
Ken?
Oh my God, what happened to
Can
Ken?
I get a what?
Andrew
okay.
in Valencia. What's up, Drew?
What's going on, fellas? Good morning.
What's up, man?
So I'm a father of 2 girls. I consider myself a Disney adult, but not to the extent of what you guys are saying.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's like, I love Disneyland. I'll go to Disneyland and just to I guess, quote unquote, relief from stress.
Yeah, but we all do. We all
nice,
do.
No, but that's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
I understand, but you guys, somebody said that there was like a sub sequence of Disneyland or whatever.
I said a subculture of weird guys. Yeah.
You guys are forgetting the 2 other cultures that Disney absorbed. You guys have yet to see Star Wars or Marvel. You guys need to see those crazy.
Oh, the Star Wars will bring out
they're carrying their own
crazies,
lightsabers around the park.
Well, you could create your own now. Yeah, that's the thing.
But some people bring their custom-made ones in with them.
Bro, I have as I get older and gain more knowledge and I'm more wisdom, guys. I try to be less judgy, right? Like I think because I know everyone's got their own thing, and I can't assume that just because I like football and I like this, that's normal, but what you like is weird. I thought about this recently because I play softball on Saturday mornings. And on the other field at the park, there's people that dress up in like medieval costumes and they LARP. The LARPing. And I remember thinking like, what weenies. And then I walked past them, Danny, and I had a change of heart because I said, they're a bunch of weirdos, but they're having fun. And they found other weirdos. And they're just a bunch of weirdos having fun together, dressed in costumes. And I said, you know what? Isn't that better than them just sitting at home by themselves?
I mean, I'm all for people having fun, but it's still lame.
Yeah.
Don't tell me it's not.
I get it, but I'm trying to be less judgy. But when it comes to Disney adults, there's a faction of
I'm
them
not
that
being judgy. It's lame.
It's true. All right. Tom in Florida. Let's go to Florida for a few calls. Tom, what's up, man?
Hey, Tom.
Hey, I'm the guy that you probably think is who you're talking about. I'm 59.
Okay.
My wife is 53. We have no kids, never had any kids, and we're annual pass holders. I've been an annual pass holder since the first time I could be an annual pass holder. But what we do is we go to Epcot and drink around the world.
I love that.
You're good. You're
I
good.
love that.
Hey, dude, let me ask you.
And by the way, have you gone on the Guardians of the Galaxy roller coaster there?
Yeah, we've done Guardians of the Galaxy, greatest ride Disney's ever made.
I told you.
If we go to Magic Kingdom, the only thing we do at the Magic Kingdom is we go hit the nostalgic rides, like you said, the Carousel of Progress, the Pirates of the Caribbean. We maybe have a hot dog and Casey at the back, and then we get the hell out of the Magic Kingdom.
Hey, you know what? Let me ask you, Tom.
Sounds normal.
Tom, I'm going to gauge you right now. We're going to give you a questionnaire. Tom, do you wear mouse ears to the park?
I own a pair of mouse ears. That I got when I was
Are they
11
embroidered
years
with your
old.
name on them?
Yeah, do they?
I got them when I was 11 years old, and they've never been worn since the day I got them.
Okay, but you have them.
Do you dress like Goofy?
Do you and your wife have matching Disney garb you wear together?
Negative, Ghost Rider.
Okay, all right,
then
that's
you're fine.
all right.
You're in the clear.
Have you ever pushed a kid out of the way to get a picture with Chip and Dale? No, okay. Then you're good.
That's what we're
Then, Tom,
talking
you're
about.
fine. Rob in Florida. What's up, Rob?
Hey, I hope you'll indulge me here.
Yeah.
I thought this category was going to morph into like other public things that adults should not do.
Oh, let's hear. I like that conversation too. What do you got?
Yeah, if you're an adult male, and my son is 30 years old now, but when he was a kid, we used to watch the Little League World Series on TV. If you're an adult and you don't have a kid that you could call your own, either a son or a nephew, I'm pretty sure you shouldn't be watching the Little League World Series.
Oh, I watch it, but I'm not there, but I watch
Yeah,
it.
you know, that's an interesting one. Yo, Rob, great insight, and I'll tell you why.
I love the
Because
Little League World Series.
I have a 5-year-old son. He plays T-ball and Pony League baseball, right? I can't tell you I don't love stopping at the other fields and watching the kids play because it just brings me back to when I played Little League. Like I could sit and watch people play baseball at any age. So, yeah, I get it. That would be weird. But I'm always with my kid. But you're right. If I went to the field by myself, that is a weird
going,
move.
right? Yeah, going. But watching it on TV.
Dude, if you're walking through a park and there happens to be a Little League or Pony League game, I don't think it's crazy to be like, oh,
No, but in today's world, if you don't have a kid involved, it's like, what's this guy doing here? It doesn't make you weird, but it could come across as very weird.
That's a fair answer, Rob, in Florida.
Yeah,
All right,
thank you,
hey,
buddy.
We're going to take the rest of your feedback, and you know what? We're going to play Last One Standing. Let's get this going. 877-99 on Fox. That's the number, 877-99 on Fox. It's a game that we love because it's a lot of pressure. You're put on the clock. It's sports trivia, but in a fun way, and we're going to try to give away some prizes. So if you want to play, we'll do it next right here. Covino and Rich. Again, the number is 877-99 on Fox. In for Dan Patrick.
From searching online to asking your friends and family, there's lots of ways to look for jobs. But what if you had a team of experts that can help you find the right role? Your local Express Employment Professionals office is your one connection to endless job opportunities. With just one application, they can help you find a job at a company that fits your needs. So visit expresspros.com.
And as always, Express never charges job seekers a fee. With more than 870 locations, there's an office nearby ready to help you. Express knows when local companies are hiring, even for jobs that may not be posted yet. Express also offers benefits and competitive pay, and in just one interview, they're prepared to present you multiple companies that fit your needs.
So, again, go to expresspros.com to get started and discover for yourself what it's like to have support in your job search. You can also start your job search through the Express Jobs app. Download it today to search jobs, apply, and contact your local Express team.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio.
When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking
joking.
Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best. You were dating some girl, and you were like, hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense. Her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the fun.
we're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there. And I'll point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy? I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all's show. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut At.they.
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct. 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it. Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready?
Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd. You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it. Fox Sports Radio.
Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game.
Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations.
That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham!
We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate your show. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank you.
Love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Joe. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it.
You gotta be kidding. He never was in a league.
What up, Dan Patrick Nation? Covino and Rich, live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. And thanks for hearing me out on my Disney ride stuff. I feel like, much like sports, we all love rides, right? But people don't talk about them a lot. And I was pumped to go on some new ones over the weekend.
Can I tell you, it's really funny. When I was a younger man, you know when you talk about like non-negotiables and, you know, people love to say the word ick now. Like, oh, my God, it's my ick.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It was always a turnoff to me if a woman didn't want to go on any rides. If I was dating someone and they're like, I don't go on roller coasters.
Well, you and my mom would have never mixed.
Oh, well,
I'm going to stay here with the stroller.
I feel like I always felt bad for the mom or dad or the lame-o that just sat there while the kids went on everything. Like, to me, like I was like, I'm never going to marry a woman that doesn't go on roller coasters. And my wife loves stuff like that. I just feel like it's we've all seen those lame moms and dads that just wait there. It's like, oh.
Well, I told you, Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind was the best. Live from the Fox Sports Radio studio, Rapid Radios is the official walkie-talkie of the Dan Patrick Show.
Rapid Radio.
Push-to-talk nationwide LTE coverage service with no subscriptions required. Business owners, stay connected with your employees anywhere. Visit rapidradios.com now for up to 60% off and free shipping. I'm Covino. That is Rich. We got a new YouTube channel, youtube.com/@Covino and Rich FSR. Subscribe for free. And every Monday on our show, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7 on the East, we play a game, and it's called Last One Standing.
You have 5 seconds to battle for your sports trivia life.
Man,
I got it. Yeah, I don't got it.
Put your electronic devices down and pick your sports knowledge. It's CNR's Last One Standing.
Last one standing.
All right, I have 4 categories ready to go. If needed, a tiebreaker. Each contestant gets 5 seconds to stay alive in the round. If you run out of time or you answer incorrectly, Iowa Sam will take you out with his big bad buzzer.
No, you won't.
You don't want to hear that, all right? We keep battling until you are the last one standing.
You wouldn't.
If you win 2 of the rounds, you're the top dog. Here are the contestants. 9-time winner Steve Covino, right over there.
Yeah.
Sitting next to him, 11-time winner Rich Davis.
That is what's up. Let's go. Come on.
And big shoes to fill here. In for the 31-time winner Dan Byer is Big Mike, who doesn't run this place.
Hi, Mike.
Hey, hello, everybody.
Big Mike.
What up, Mike?
All right, we're going to go to the studio lines to see who's playing for an IOU, which is probably going to turn into a CNR Nerf football. Okay. Our next shipment of prizes. It is Jordan in beautiful Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Oh. What's up, man?
What's up, guys? Love the show.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, Jordan. All right, Spot is the fact checker during this game.
I hate it so much.
Yeah.
Worse than the buzzer.
So be patient with him. When I say your name, the clock is going to start. All right, first category is Long Journey, man. You have 5 seconds to name one of the record-setting 14 NFL teams that journeyman quarterback Josh Johnson has been a member of between 2008 and present. He's been a backup quarterback in a lot of places. All right, and Covino, you're going to be the first guy up as soon as the clock starts. Right now, go.
He was a Viking. Any other brain busters?
Incorrect.
Dude, you suck out the gate. You're
so
confident, though.
Yeah,
So
Josh,
confident.
That was the point.
out of San Diego. All right, Rich.
49ers.
Yes.
Nice.
Man.
Big Mike.
The Washington football team. That is correct.
Nice. Jordan.
Let's go with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
The Buccaneers are on the list.
Boom, he started with them.
08 to 2011.
Yep. Rich.
Josh Johnson on the Cardinals?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Incorrect.
Damn.
Man.
All right, it's between
Rich knows a lot about Johnson.
it's between Big Mike and Jordan. Big Mike.
Cleveland Browns. The Browns are on the list
Yes,
in 2012.
sir. Jordan.
I'm going to try it. Cincinnati Bengals.
Bengals, yep. In 2013 and 2015.
Wow.
Nice pull. Big Mike.
Man.
Nice pull on the Johnson.
Stop it.
Los Angeles Rams.
The Rams are not on the list.
Oh, Jordan wins that round.
I like
There
it.
we go, Jordan.
I like it.
There you go, Jordan.
You know what the frustrating part of this game, Danny, is when you have a few answers written down and then you go with the wrong one and get you think you're saving your other
Don't
ones.
save. I say that every time.
By the way, Mikey, back in 2020, he played for the LA Wildcats.
Oh,
Wildcats.
I knew he was in L.A. Yeah, I'm sure I did.
That's it. Yeah, there you go.
All right, Jordan on the board so far as we move to the second
Way
category.
to go, man.
Just upgrade the plumbing. You have 5 seconds to name an MLB team who plays in one of the 10 oldest ballparks. All right. Name the MLB team who plays in one of the 10 oldest ballparks. Jordan, you're up first this time, starting right now.
Let's go the L.A. Dodgers.
The Dodgers, that is correct. They play at Dodger Stadium, which is number 3, April 10th, 1962.
Big Mike.
I won't go into that much detail.
Cleveland Guardians.
The Cleveland Guardians. Yep, Progressive Field.
Rich.
I mean, let's get the easy ones out of the way. Cubs.
Cubbies. Yep, number 2 at Wrigley Field.
Covino.
The Red Sox.
The Red Sox, Fenway Park, oldest. Yep, 1912, April 20th.
Jordan.
Let's go. Oh boy.
3.
Let's go the Seattle Mariners.
The Mariners are not on the list.
Yeah, 96, right?
Sorry, yeah, just outside.
Safeco or whatever.
All right, Big Mike.
White Sox.
The White Sox at the Guaranteed Rate Field, yes.
Yes, good pull,
91.
Rich.
Coors Field's been around since they started, so Coors Field?
Yep.
That is. Let me see. Where's that?
The Rockies.
Rockies,
Yeah,
Coors Field?
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
would say
it has
yes.
to be.
No.
Not in the top 10.
Wow.
Top 10, no.
Are you?
It cuts off, like, there's 10.
Man, okay, well
so
then.
it cuts off in the early 90s.
Now I'm aggravated because now I know 3 of the other answers. All right, go on.
Why didn't you give them?
Covino.
I thought
Camden Yards.
Yes, Camden
Yeah.
Yards, number 9.
Ugh,
All right,
aggravating.
back to Big Mike.
How about the Texas Rangers?
Rangers not on the list.
Okay.
Oh, Covino wins that round.
Bam! Well, you know what's on the
All right,
list?
so you missed-
Toronto's on the list, of course.
Yeah.
Toronto Rogers Center's on the
That's
list.
what I should've gone
You
with.
missed Angel Stadium
yeah, I mean-
and the Oakland Coliseum.
Well, does that count?
Well, it doesn't count.
It doesn't really count.
Yeah,
but
that's out.
All right,
So
so
sorry.
Jordan and Covino both on the board as we go
Oh,
to the
Kauffman Stadium. Miss Kauffman Stadium. That's
No, yeah, Kansas City.
Yep. Third category, the Bronze Bomber. You have 5 seconds to name an NFL team that Tom Brady beat at least 8 times, including postseason wins. Name an NFL team. There's 12 of them on the board. All right. Let's see. This time around, Covino, you're up first, starting right now.
The Jets.
Jets, number 1.
Yeah.
You know-
31 beat.
You know, Tom Brady,
Oh, no, not number
30-7 against the Jets. I just saw that stat just before. Just go down the division. Dolphins.
Yep. 24-12.
Big Mike.
I'm going to go with the Panthers off the board.
Panthers?
Yes.
No.
Ah.
Oh, sorry, Big Mike.
That was a homer pick by Mike.
Yeah, it was.
Jordan.
Let's go Indianapolis Colts.
Colts, 16-4.
Covino.
Bills.
Bills, 33-3.
Jeez. Rich.
33-3?
That's crazy.
Wow.
2, 1.
I'll go Jags.
Jags, yep, 8-1.
Yeah.
Jordan.
Let's go the Cleveland Browns.
Not on the list.
Oh, sorry, Jay. Covino.
Rich, you said Dolphins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bengals.
Bengals not on the list.
Oh, Rich wins that.
Hey, was Saints on the list spot?
Saints were not on the list.
Oh man, I would have lost it. That's a tricky one because
Yeah,
you go
so
through
you missed
there.
the Broncos, 9-9, Falcons, 11-1, Steelers, 12-4, Texans, 9-2.
You know why I didn't say Broncos? Because
Chiefs,
I know that
8-6.
Broncos are one of the few teams he doesn't have a winning record against.
Right.
He's 500 against the Broncos.
That's why he got that little tiny head statue outside.
I know.
of his Yeah.
That
All right.
little head.
We got a battle, 3-way tie. Jordan, Covino, Rich, as we go to the fourth category. MLB Mashers.
Wait, is that a Beetlejuice statue or a Tom Brady statue?
It's a 17-foot Beetlejuice statue.
Oh, okay.
All right, you guys have 5 seconds to name an MLB player who is currently in the top 20 for most home runs this season. Jordan, you're going to be up first as soon as the clock starts right now.
All right, let's go the Big Dumper. Cal Raleigh.
Cal Raleigh, number 1.
Number 1, Big Mike.
45.
Shohei.
Shohei
Ohtani.
Number 3 with 41.
Shohei Ohtani.
Rich.
Kyle Schwarber.
Number 2 with 41.
Nice. Covino.
Aaron Judge.
Number 4 with 37.
Back to Jordan.
Let's go Juan Soto.
Juan Soto, number 7 with 28.
Big Mike.
Oh. Vlad Jr.
Not on the list.
Sorry, brother. Rich.
Pete Alonso.
Pete Alonso, number 12 with 26.
Covino.
Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper, not on the list.
All right, it's between Jordan and Rich. Jordan.
Let's go. Oh boy.
3, 2, 1. Out of there. Rich is the last one standing.
Who would you have said next, Rich? Who would you have said next?
Who would I have said? Doesn't matter who I would have said. PCA.
Cop out.
PCA.
Yes, PCA.
Yeah,
number
you-
10, 27.
PCA.
All right, Rich is the winner. That's his 12th win in this game.
Jordan, I was rooting for you.
I know. Jordan, you did good, though, man. Thank you for playing along in Sioux Falls there.
All right, thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
Hey, Spot, just for the casual baseball fans, give the top 5. I know it's Cal Raleigh, Schwarber, Judge is in there. Who else? We're missing a big
Shohei.
one.
No, you said Shohei. Hang on. Top Eugenio Suarez.
Oh,
yeah. Yes.
Eugenio.
Sorry. Eugenio.
Who just got traded. Yeah, that should have been on top of the mind. So thank you guys. If you liked the game, we do it every Monday. And then on Tuesdays, we do Showtime Mahomes Trivia. Sometimes Mike Tyson stops by. Always playing games, always giving away prizes. Appreciate it. Covino and Rich, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7 on the East.
Awesome.
In for Dan Patrick, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday this week.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for playing along. Now, Covino and Rich, we got to tell you quickly about Sleep Number. I know I have one. You have a Sleep Number bed.
I love my Sleep Number bed. Again, my Sleep Number is 75, but you could adjust the firmness. I like mine a little firm. 75 is where it's at for me.
Now,
and I got the i8. I recommend it highly.
The i8. The foot warmer. Do you have the foot warmer?
I do have the foot warmer, and I use it only in the wintertime.
Do you have the ability to adjust each side of the bed?
I do. You can personalize your comfort, your side, your firmness, and change whenever you like. Stay cool. Climate Series smart beds cool up to 20 times faster than the leading competitor. Stay asleep, responds, and adjusts to you all night. Temperature solutions that help you sleep your best.
Why choose a Sleep Number bed? So you can sleep just the way you like. The only bed that lets each side be firmer or softer. And right now, the biggest sale of the year, 25% off the i8, the most popular, plus free home delivery. Limited time, exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. Sleep Number, official sleep and wellness partner of the NFL. See store or sleepnumber.com/Patrick for details.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio. When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking
joking.
Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best. You were dating some girl, and you were like, hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense. Her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win.
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the fun.
We're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there. And I'll point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct, 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it.
wake up. It's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready?
Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the odd couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it.
Fox Sports Radio. Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game.
Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations.
That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham!
We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank you.
Love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Joe. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it.
You gotta be kidding. He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable. He made the right call. You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the
No bad case of the Mondays here on the CNR Experience.
How dare you say that?
It's the world-famous Covino and Rich show in for the legendary Dan Patrick. It's more than a hat trick. We're doing a haul. 4 shows this week. Today, tomorrow, Wednesday, and Friday. Right now, live from Fox Sports Radio studio. The hottest rookies, biggest superstars, and all-time greats. The only place to collect them all is Panini Trading Cards, the official trading cards of the Dan Patrick Show. How does that feel?
Matthew Stafford works out on Saturday. He's set to practice today. Read that bottom line real quick.
I can't read that from here. Are you out of your mind? I'm
He
reading a
said that-
commercial.
He said that he has not practiced at training camp yet because of back soreness, and it says aggravated disc. I didn't see the word disc. I'm like, aggravated what?
Keep your projections to yourselves, bro. For instant classics, autograph cards, memorabilia cards, rare inserts, and more, start or continue your collection now at PaniniAmerica.net. Now, tomorrow, again, more games, more prizes. Showtime Mahomes trivia to get you fired up for the NFL season. We'll do some trivia giveaway, more prizes here on the show. Now, I do have a retraction, or a correction, I should say.
Yeah.
I was talking to the Burshinator 3000. You know Burshinator that works here?
Yeah, Bursh, yeah.
Who?
He's like, dude, I heard Burshinator.
Never heard of him.
Come on. He said, I heard you talking about the Disney rides. He goes, what about Avatar Flight of Passage? And I'm like, oh, yeah. That's such a great ride.
Oh, God, you made a list without thinking it through.
No. I just forgot to add it to my list.
Exactly.
So, not sure what happened there. Won't happen again. Avatar Flight of Passage, definitely in the top 5
Well,
for sure.
Speaking,
top 3, maybe.
Speaking about something else we talked about today on the show, talked about some of the projections that are out there for the different divisions of the NFL. We got 25 days until the official kickoff to the NFL, and I think to bring him up, Matthew Stafford, I think he might be one of the more key players in the league as far as how a division pans out, because I think as long as Matthew Stafford's healthy with Sean McVay, that team will compete. They got good offensive weapons, but I think if you're going to rely on, no offense, I like him a lot, but Jimmy Garoppolo or, another option for the Rams, if they have to resort to that, I don't think they compete in the NFC. But with Matthew Stafford and McVay, it's hard to say you could ever count that team out. They find ways to win. They have good personnel. But I think him having even back soreness in the preseason, Danny, you wouldn't think that that's like not the sign you want to hear if you're a Rams fan?
Yeah, Rams fans do not want to hear
Like
about that, because think back to Devontae Adams on receiver. Was this guy trying to kill me? He would have Garoppolo. We'd have Garoppolo throwing to Devontae again.
Yeah, and let me tell you, you don't want your quarterback, you don't want your almost 40-year-old quarterback having epidural back shots before the season even starts. That's it. I mean,
the one thing I'll say, though, Sean McVay is a magician when it comes to getting guys to step up it's no Josh McDaniels situation for Devontae Adams there. So maybe it would be okay, Rich, but they're not going to be in the championship game without Stafford.
No, they can't make it very far, I think, without Stafford. But then again, you're right with Big V. Remember the one game Baker Mayfield had that put him back on the map? That was with the Rams. All right. Anything that we talked about today, you could always leave your feedback at Covino Rich. We'll be checking Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that stuff.
Speaking of 40-something-year-old quarterbacks, Tom Brady's statue over the weekend, we referenced that it has a tiny head. I just want to know your thoughts on that. It's a 17-foot statue. He made that great speech, and he said now the Jets fans have something to throw at when they're there. Did you notice his head was a little tiny on that statue? I mean, it looks better than most, though.
Yeah.
I did notice it, but then it made me
I got a
think
small
that-
head.
Is it?
I got a small head.
Yo, what's with the pea head, Tom?
Is it just the facts that statues
small
are
head.
never going to be perfect? Like, I mean, because otherwise you would
Why
get it
can't
right.
they? Why, though?
They
Why,
get the face down.
why can't they make these better? AI does a better
It
job
was better
designing
than
these.
a D. Wade statue, at least. But the head did look a little unproportioned. Kind of like yours, Rich.
Oh, perfect. All right, we'll see you guys back here tomorrow. Have a great Monday. Until tomorrow. Arrivederci, baby.
See you in the promised land.
Later.
Goodbye.